shenanigans that happened last week.
I'll do it if nobody else wants to go for it.
Yeah. All right, keeping that theme going.
All right. So, in the morning, we struck out from Wood Hike. Not wanting to be outdone by the goats after my previous evening's failure, I decided, God damn it, I'm going to steal a goat. So I go and get some edibles and lure away a female goat for two reasons. One, to say I stole a goat, and two, so we can start having goat cheese. Upon announcing this fact that I stole the goat as opposed to, quote-unquote, found it, Oren grew very upset, saying, "Oh no, that's one of the sacred goats. They might do something to Oxymandias!" And he rushes off to save his beloved ox. We encounter him later on, after about a day or so. And then as we're traveling, we encounter Pamon as we approach the Temple of the Oracle. He is bloodied, bruised, battered, and has a really nasty broken ankle. And he tells us a story before passing out of having been captured by presumably the followers of the Autumn Wind, Euria. And apparently she's got quite a retinue around her. And there was talk of a magical instrument removing the inhibitions of those who hear it to overindulge in pleasures of the both the flesh and drugs and alcohol. As he escaped that, he encountered three goatlings who decided that they would kill each other for the opportunity to kill him, and then was last saved by a bear. As we're tending to the needs of Pamon, we discovered that the Amazons have 147 ways to stab a man in the dick. Kyra uses method 69 in her fight. We travel on to the Temple of Temple of the Oracle after resting for a day or so. To the South Vintage. Along the way, we have an oh dear moment when we run careening into an elk, but good food is had that night. Upon arriving to the South Vintage, we see Folon, a famed centaur of the arenas, taking on all comers, fighting in an inexhaustible number of foes. We decide to take in the spectacle. Oren decides to square off against him. Then I place a wager. After doing battle in my unwanted intervention, Oren discovers that Folon is trying to kill himself. He's trying to find an honorable way to end things, as he lost his beloved rider to a giant shark as they were crossing the ocean to come to the mainland. I believe the giant shark's name was Cetus, or something to that effect. Because of my intervention, everyone was pissed off. I made the mistake of overpaying for some good, extremely good wine. And of course, everyone's now upset that I gave out too little of the good wine. And now the cheap wine tastes like shit. That's my own cross to bear. But the rest of the gang was busy at work trying to solve the issue for Folon. Because why not add to the ever-expanding group of NPCs we have? And so we discovered that with a belt of diminution, we can turn Tychon into a mini-Tor, and he can become the new rider for Folon, and he'll be joining up with us hopefully in time for us to tackle the tower that the Autumn Wind is residing in. And as we pick things up, it's either still late into the evening or just the morning as we deal with the after effects of our night of adventures and shenanigans.
Yeah, wow. That was incredibly thorough. Go ahead and take your point of DM inspiration. Okay, so we rejoin you guys at the Sour Vintage, and do you intend to leave that night? Did you want to stay a night and then head out? How much rest were you planning to get at the Sour Vintage before going forth and trying to save these people who keep disappearing off the roads near the Old Wood?
I say we head off in the morning. That's my vote. That'll give us a chance to have a night's sleep, recover some spell slots that might have been used for various reasons, and perhaps renegotiate the terms of fixing that wall, and come up with a plan.
Yeah, sounds good.
So,
All right.
Just figure out what we're doing with Ozymandias and the goat and everyone before we head out.
Okay.
Have you named the goat yet, Julia?
Julian did name the goat, yeah.
Yes.
Fortuna.
Although, I suppose if I'm drunk enough this evening, Kyra could convince me to rename it.
I mean, simply a good name for a goat.
Oh, I don't know. You previously suggested that I call it Valis. Actually, you know what? I will rename the Fortuna to a Castia.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right.
Yes. I like that. A Castia has a certain ring to it.
Castia. Okay. It is done.
She bears a certain resemblance to somebody I know. Can't quite place my finger on it.
Right? Yeah. Cassia, look around and bleat. Imperially. All right. So, closing out your rather wild day/evening. What is what's the play here, guys? It looks like Folon and Tychon did not want to even wait until the next day. They head out immediately to fix this Minotaur issue.
Yes, they're heading to Vulcan, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. So then, what last night in civilization plans does each of you have? Are they something that I should note, or what's going on?
Well, Julian was going to try and suggest that if the Heroes of Prophecy were to take care of this bandit issue, there might be a pickup in business for the Sour Vintage, and perhaps the Oda could go as far as seeing that we don't have to pay for the wall. Plus, it's such a prominent fixture now. She could hail it as an attraction. It's the signs of where the Hero Prophecy and the mighty arena fighter Folon and Orin burst through the wall in a feat of strength. I mean, you could charge admission.
All right,
cut the charge.
Give me a persuasion with disadvantage because she's very mad at you. Even though you have given her so much money tonight, buying all that expensive wine, she's still pretty salty about how things overall turned out. But these are good arguments, and certainly the amount of people that have gone missing is staggering. As you guys begin to make more, I guess, conversation with the people in the vintage, you find out that quite a few people, a terrifyingly large amount of people, it's going missing.
I'll ask her if there's anybody specifically important that has gone missing for her.
For her, there's no one significant that has gone missing. Her staff lives on premises. They don't go traveling too much, that sort of thing. But it has been bad for business. People, who have been traveling here or have been leaving here, have been caught up on the roads. And from what she understands, anyone who has tried to cut through the Old Wood has basically disappeared. So she has done everything she can to sort of keep rumors from spreading, but it's a bad situation, and it has apparently been going on for several weeks. And yeah, and sort of shamefacedly, Atala kind of admits that she has not looked for anyone to solve the problem because she didn't want to hurt. After finally recovering from the dip in business that happened when the boar was ravaging the lands and attacking people, things are finally on the upswing, and she didn't want to appear to be running like essentially a cursed establishment where just bad stuff keeps happening all the time. However, it is getting really bad, and it's one of those things that's like a problem you hoped would stop, but it hasn't. So, yeah. She is at essentially her wit's end at this point. When she saw Folon, she was actually going to try and hire him to do it, and then when she saw that he was in quote-unquote some sort of mood, she thought better of it. So her next step would have been to send people to the Queen of Astoria, Honora, and try to get that sorted, through Honora. Maybe Honora could kind of put out something that maybe wouldn't cast the vineyard itself as the source of the trouble of the disappearances, but it's been pretty bad. Okay. And again, the major cities in the world are marked on the maps, but there are a number of smaller settlements kind of scattered throughout. This area is very much just small villages of people doing like animal husbandry and vineyards and things like that. Just trying to make their way in the world. You guys saved them once from the rampaging boar, but now they are sort of just quietly disappearing. Now, those of you who are superstitious, this kind of matches up with the stories of people who were disappearing from the Deadfalls region and the different settlements that kind of fell apart and sort of just disappeared in that region. But with the telltale account you got from Pammon, you know that it's not like any kind of mysterious ghosts or spooks or anything like that. It is almost 100% the Autumn Wind, Euria. It came through. She's sort of exasperated with you, and she says, "You are not to blame for the wall. Folon and Oren are the ones who damaged it. You make good points, and I will inevitably find a good use for it. Perhaps we needed to make it a bit more open air in that part of the sour vintage." So, and she's just kind of like massaging like the space between her eyes, the bridge of her nose, and she says, "So if you are going to be a hero and you're going to solve the problems, then that is great. As far as I am concerned, Julian, we are square. You have paid for your wine, you have made your bed, and you may lay in it. I don't hold you accountable for the damages that were done."
Well, that is nice to hear, but Oren is part of our group, and I feel responsible for the old boy, and, just want to make sure that we, the heroes of prophecy, are square. With your fine establishment, of course.
If you can take care of these disappearing people and make the region safe yet again, it would be appreciated.
But of course. You seem to be awfully tired. Why don't you sit down and have a drink with me? Just take a load off. Perhaps I could find a way to ease your tension.
Okay. This would also be a persuasion, also with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not trying to seduce her. I'm just trying to make
I
friends.
know. Just trying to, yeah. Okay. She looks at you, with a tired look on her face, and she says, business may be struggling, but there is still much for me to do. I can ill afford to take the night off. Thank you for your pro-offered kindness, Julian.
But of course, it's just burning the candle at both ends. You run the risk of burning out completely. I'd hate to see such a wonderful establishment as yours, with the many fond memories for us, not make it. But we will do our best to put an end to your other concerns outside.
She kind of scowls at that. She says, "Is this a threat? Are you threatening
No,
my
no. I'm sorry. I've really put my foot in it tonight.
I said I didn't want to sit and drink with you, and then you mentioned that my business is in danger?
Look, I'm trying to make amends. Look,
You are trying too hard, Julian. I said that you and I have no conflict. Whoever you are upset with, you should find them. I need to get back to work. And as far as holiday goes, I am already planning to attend the Great Games. Alright.
I bid you good evening.
Yeah, she wanders off into the crowd, just shaking her head.
Look,
Julian, are you okay?
Evening. This is just terrible. Mm-hmm. What?
Oh no, never mind. It doesn't seem like you're okay.
No, I need more wine. That will fix things. More wine will fix things. More wine for me.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the guy looks at you and he says, will this be the best one?
I see what you're doing there. And I grab him by his toga front and I pull him in close. I don't care if it's good or it's fucking goat piss. Get me drunk, you old sod.
Okay. Give me an intimidation.
Alright.
Is he a god? Is it an advantage?
Okay. He kind of sneers at you, and he pours you some wine. It is exquisite.
Oh shit, this is gonna cost me more money.
Alright.
And yeah, I'm gonna switch back to the cheap stuff after that, but I'm not gonna let that wine go to waste. But
Fair enough.
drunker I get, it doesn't matter what I'm drinking, it all tastes the same.
In this secret VIP room that you guys were left in unattended because Thalia's night has been pretty wild, Acastia and Kyra are sitting at the table enjoying some snacks and some wine. Kyra looks over at Andronicos and says, quite a night.
Yeah, you can always count on Julian to make things interesting.
Yeah, that mysterious stranger really got under his skin. It's good to have a rival. It makes you strong, you know?
I've heard that.
Mm.
Occasionally you get to name your rival, and then you can name him something ridiculous, and his grandfather will call him by that name for the rest.
Yep. Yeah, I tried that. I was going to get a hold of a wish spell and rename Valis Butthole, but just never worked out.
Tell you what, I'll keep that in the back of my mind for if we ever get a hold of one of those.
Sweet.
And then I'll rename you Butthole in honor of...
Whoa. Wow. Well, I know who's not getting a wish anytime soon that I'm involved with. And then she turns to see Orin into the room and says, oh, the Dreamwalker has arrived.
Greetings.
Good job with the wall.
Yeah, I guess while Julian was sweet talking, trying to get the that covered, I guess Orin would try to. I mean, it seems like she's cool with the open air concept now, but he would have done his best to try and patch it up with the smith's tools.
Okay.
It's not exactly masonry, but he could probably got some hammers, something that can at least make it serviceable, I guess.
Yeah. So seeing the work that you're doing, What do you
want the patio?
Atala, who is having just quite a time lately. She sees you with your toolbox out, and you're looking at the hole in the wall that was made.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a big one.
Yeah, it's nighttime. You know, the fireflies are out. It's a nice Mediterranean evening kind of thing. She just sort of stares at you, staring at the hole in the wall, and you realize that Kalik and Hirak are watching you as well. And Hirak says, "It would be a shame to fill in this hole. Now you finally have an entrance for larger folk. See?"
Brought this place up to code.
And Atala kind of looks at him, and she says, "The front door is large enough, but you bring up a good point. Perhaps this is a sign from the gods that we needed a door here. So, we will build a door."
I can do a door. And Orin will start making his way to get some lumber.
Okay, she lets you know that there's like supply shed, like out back kind of thing, and okay. And Hirak and Kalik, who don't really have to build things too often, as children of a nomadic warrior culture, they are curious to watch the process of you making this door. So they kind of settle in for some Tim the Toolman Orin entertainment and try to Okay. Atala says, "You're confident you can do a nice door here?"
Depends. I mean, looking at like what they have, they got it. You would probably be going for like a set of like double doors, like saloon style. So if
you were confident that you could build the most like I punched a tree Minecraft.
You only have a day, so it's like I'm confident that it will keep out the wind.
She puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Orin, why don't you just frame it up, and then I will hire someone to put the door in."
Ah, perfect. I'll have it all set up for them.
That's perfect. And Orin, thank you for helping Folon. He comes here often, and I had never seen him so troubled, so full of sadness. Whatever happened in your fight and afterwards, it seems to have lifted whatever burden he was carrying.
I hope so.
All right. She has somebody bring you out some food and some drink while you're working. Hirak and Kalik kind of settle in over here under these trees, and they just watch you work. They are having a heated discussion. Kalik wants to train to be a gladiator. Hirak, who it's not that lady centaurs shouldn't be gladiators. He doesn't think that gladiator life is safe. Especially amongst like humans, and who knows what kind of stuff they're gonna get up to, and the Minotaurs
are the greatest monsters.
Yeah, the Minotaurs were gladiators, and look what happened to them, and she's not having it. What she witnessed, she's gonna become the next Folon. That's her character arc. So, all right.
Do you want a smith's tool?
Yeah. We should probably see how this pans out.
Yeah, I want to see how good the door is. All right,
I mean, he's working in bronze. I mean, that'll look pretty spiffy and right up his alley.
All right, let's do a blind.
Certain things carry over between professions. Obviously, being able to make good angles and a strong frame would work in multiple avenues. Since you're not actually attempting to go on full door, it shouldn't be a high DC.
Slim Stallion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. The math here would make a certain Medusa grunt in, well, yeah, I guess grunt in withheld approval. Yeah. Okay. I'm talking about a different Medusa who's famous for math. But yeah, if they saw it, they would be like, "It's okay." So you did really, really fantastic job.
Nice.
It does keep you up late. You would not be able to do any last activity before you head out. Because you are embarking into the wild and dangerous world and a series of deadly encounters. You may do a camp activity tonight if you would like. The DC will only be 5. Julian, these checks will be at disadvantage because you are completely wasted.
Okay.
But again, only a DC 5. So if there is a camping activity you want to toss out to try and build up some resources before you leave, you can certainly do so.
Sula will probably spend the night inquiring with drunk people anything he can find out about the temple.
Which temple?
The one we're going to. So basically, if anybody knows anything,
the Autumn Tower. Okay, got it.
Yes, tower. Yeah, sorry, tower. Yeah.
Yeah. So the ruined tower, known as the Autumn Tower, it is said to move about. So every year or so, it simply disappears from its current location and appears somewhere else within Thylea. Everyone knows that it is the Autumn Tower because all of the nearby trees are afflicted as if they are in a eternal autumn season. So their leaves begin to change color, sort of perpetually fall from the trees. Anyone who's played like Worlds of Warcraft, like the Blood Elf area, that seems to always be stuck in like autumn, or the neighboring Blood Elf area where everything's like red and orange all the time. That's the kind of feel that it has. Yeah. Let's see, what else? The tower is, of course, considered to be a cursed place because of this weird disappearing thing. And nobody has ever really tried to live there. In fact, none of the settler races know who built it, or even who uses it. This is the first I've ever heard of people using it before. It's more just like a magical oddity.
Okay.
You also find out through your research that as you start to add up the claims of disappearances, there are about 80 plus people that have gone missing.
80.
Yeah.
How big is the town of, like, does Sour Vintage have like a town around it, or is it just a vineyard?
It is a destination vacation resort retreat type situation. But the surrounding area, it's small villages that maybe number in the couple of hundred tops.
Okay, so 80 is a pretty significant.
80 is a significant amount of people that have gone missing. Yeah.
And they go completely missing. It's not missing for like a long time and then they show up or anything like that. They're just gone.
That is an excellent question. As you ask that question, people do say that some of the people that went missing were seen again talking to people, and the people that they were talking to then went missing.
That's a pyramid scheme.
No.
Well, because when you get points, then I get double points for the points that you get because you're remotely.
Yeah. But anyone that has disappeared and reappeared hasn't reappeared for long. They reappear, they're spotted, and then they go missing again.
Has anybody that has gone missing shown up here?
At the Sour Vintage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there anybody that has gone missing for a while here tonight that was watching the thing that anybody can recognize?
That is the next question. Hold on. Okay. Yes. Hold on. Okay, so as you ask that very question, the people that you're talking to kind of ponder for a second, and then one of them says, "Actually, Nemertes," and they kind of point to this woman over here. We had thought that she had gone missing. She hadn't been seen in over a week. But there she is tonight, chatting up a storm. And you do see that she is chatting up a storm with this group of people over here. These are the people that were in line to speed date Folon, and it didn't work out. So they're just kind of chatting and talking over here.
I will. I'll write by the way, to Versi and let her know that information about when people show up.
Yeah, you also want to let Vulcan know.
Because there's a dude there. Yeah, because there's a dude. Well, no, there's a dude there who had gone missing.
Hammond?
Who is now back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Versi is like, anyone who comes here, we will not let them leave until I hear back from you.
Okay.
So, how do you spell the lady's name?
Nemertes.
Seeing Sibo write that in his book to inform Versi, I would say it looks like we did find him, and now we're heading over there too now.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay, so as you approach Maya with your, pretty all right passive perception, you hear Nemertes, you hear Nemertes saying, "Oh, you think this is a great place to have fun? Let me tell you about the place I have found. Just a little ways south of here, there is an exclusive location where only the most beautiful and the most virile are invited to come and play." And the men and women surrounding her kind of, as they're listening into this conversation. And she says, "Yes, perhaps we should get a table and we can discuss it further." And they're like, they're down for it. They're down for it. So they kind of all start heading towards the table to discuss it further. I was like, you know what? I'll check to see if there's somebody there, but I'm gonna give it a super low chance, and I rolled a 5% on a D100. So I was like, sure. I guess there'll be a person here.
I'm going to listen.
Because obviously, as a DM, you wouldn't want it to happen, but it would make sense realistically if they're running this scam. They would keep running it. They wouldn't stop running it because you guys started the adventure. All right, so Sibo,
Right.
you're just gonna stand in here in the corner a little bit.
I'm talking.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, you guys are talking over the rail. Okay, he's up on this raised, kind of this higher up raised loft area, and he's kind of talking down to you. Okay. But you guys are just having idle chit chat while you listen to the conversation. Is that what's going on?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. By the way,
All
your
right.
cheese was delicious. I loved it.
So
The goat cheese was really good.
some of these people are like, well, there have been a lot of people who have gone missing. This isn't related to that, is it? And then Nemertes says, oh no, that is crazy. Also, I heard that the people who went missing, they have moved to the city of Astoria. They are building a new suburban area, and it's attracted many of the country folk to move to that big city. And the people all look around like, oh yeah, the big city. Yeah, okay. And this guy right here, he's like, I don't know. This sounds fishy to me. What exactly is going on at this special place that makes it so good that we would want to go there? And Nemertes whispers in his ear, and you can't see his face, but his whole bald head blushes. Yeah.
That's a neat trick.
Steven, did you hear what he said? What you
My
whispered?
passive perception's only like 15, so I don't think so.
Sounds better than mine.
Yeah. You didn't 100% catch what they said, but I mean, it must have been some spicy content.
If anyone has observed it, they
Something-
can breed.
It was something about analysis. Analysis.
I see.
I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, he says, well, I don't know about the rest of you, but you can sign me up. When would we be leaving? And Nemertes says, well, I mean, we could go tonight, but perhaps we should practice upstairs first. And then be fresh in the morning. And he's just like, oh, okay. And the rest of the people kind of murmur and kind of talk amongst themselves, and she kind of starts to flirt / talk with them, and seems to be wearing down some of the resolve. Some of them are just like, I'm not doing that. It sounds too risky. Okay.
I'll look down at Sibo and say, I think we have a lead.
Do you want to go join in with?
Either that or follow them in the morning if they're leaving in the morning.
That's probably less risky. Yeah, that works.
I mean, if you want to, you're free to go. It seems like something you might. Well, it seems something like Julian would probably be more interested in, but
Yeah, it's true.
maybe Oren.
All right. Then you guys are going to kind of keep an eye on them and then follow them in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, if they go to a room, I'll probably like watch which room they go to and whatnot. Yeah, but that's the extent of it.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. In the end, you watch this woman drag these three these three individuals go and her get one room, and they kind of head upstairs. This guy, once he watches them go upstairs, he kind of swiftly and purposefully approaches the two of you, and he says, I recognize you. You are the heroes of prophecy. You must have been listening to that. To me, that sounds like suspicious behavior. I am thinking that that woman is luring those people into a bad situation.
It sounds like they're possibly going where we plan on going anyway, so we'll keep an eye on them and make sure that nothing happens to them.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that I did my part. If you know,
You did, and I agree with you.
and my
It does seem
conscience
suspicious.
is clear. And he kind of heads out.
I want to insight check that guy. No, I'm kidding. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're good. As long as I know what room they went to, I'm probably fine and not doing anything further tonight.
Okay. All right, Andronikos, do you have anything else you need to do?
Yeah, I walk out into the bar,
Mhm.
past where Julian is, and just
Okay.
throw a training axe at him, and say, "Out back, let's stop making an ass of yourself."
Damn. Okay.
And how many bowls of wine
I
is
don't
Julian
know.
right
I
now?
thought I thought I was doing a marvelous job of it.
out, and I'm just like smacking him with the axe to hurt him out the door,
Okay. So you guys head outside to the nearby woods for training?
Yeah. and then we're just gonna do another day of axe training.
Okay. All right. Then that will kind of take up everybody's stuff because Maya and Sibo were the world's best detectives. Oren was building a door frame, and you were training your friend and keeping him out of further trouble. All right. The sun rises, and the couple that went, the people that went upstairs, they wake up early, and they head out. Do you follow them with your massive parade of characters and NPCs?
Yeah, I guess.
Or
the
do
question
you
is,
let them get sufficiently far enough ahead that you can
I
hope
think we'll probably like track them,
and just track
like,
them?
yeah, rather than like, oh hey,
Yeah.
we happen to going the same way into the middle of this
So-
woods.
So,
and
so
no
if
one
you
goes.
Sophia?
if you track them, it will be at advantage because you know who they are. The tracks are fresh. You have a general sense of where they're going. If you tail them, it would be a combination of perception and stealth to both keep track of them and then also not be noticed.
Sibo, can Sophia keep an eye on them as we just stay a little bit farther behind?
That would require Sophia to make checks because Sophia is a metal bird, so she is certainly not inconspicuous.
Do we think we could
Would
learn
they-
anything more from them that we?
If I might make a suggestion, I know we had a bit of a time with Boreas. Oh god, it's so bright this morning. But why don't we just get ourselves invited along? Previously, we found out if we just asked for the instrument, the winds were, were willing to part company with them without too much trouble. Perhaps we can just ask nicely.
Well,
Kira said this was the crazy one, right? I'm not.
Oh
missing
yeah,
anything.
of all, this is the most unhinged and dangerous of all the winds.
Yeah, but Kira said that, right?
Yes, yeah. Well, Kyrus said it. I mean, Kira, the goddess of music, is off doing goddess stuff. So
Right, it's
Going
of
off what
course.
Andronicus said, yeah.
Well, so it could cut either way. So she could genuinely be really batshit crazy, and we need to watch ourselves. Or it could just be, they parted poorly as former lovers, and it's just how she remembers the experience. I don't know.
Well, Julian,
It will also
we'll-
depend on what's happening to all of the missing people.
That is true.
Julian,
I mean,
if we go
going from Hamon, it's pretty fucking awful. But I mean, what's the harm in asking? If we don't go into false pretenses, we don't have to lie, and we're starting off at least on the right foot. I don't know. Whatever we decide to do, I'm a little too got too much of a headache right now to be the king of tricksters this morning.
Well-
So whatever you guys decide.
on
Julian,
that note, Julian. So, no, Maya, please go.
yeah, Julian. If we do follow them and not invite ourselves, then once we get there, we'll have a little bit more information, and we can just walk up to the front door and say that we heard about it and we came here. Because I don't think that's a lie. We did hear about it and we are coming.
You are
Otherwise, we're
entirely
expected to
right, and
enter-
that is why you are simply the best. So, bravo, brava. Excuse me.
Send in the bird then.
Yeah, I can send the bird, but I can also look through Sophia's eyes because my eyesight is actually a little bit better than that mechanical bird's is. So
Mhm.
somebody's just got to carry me, yo. But we could do this.
We'll pick up Sibo.
Oh, well, that seems like a problem solved.
Set
Like
him
one
down.
of those.
on the cart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we don't have the card actually. No,
And
just carrying.
I will watch through Sophia's eyes.
Wait, we don't have the card. I thought you
just-
brought
just Tyson
Ozymandias.
goes-
No, we
Just-
sent Ozymandias back with Tychon.
Calic,
Oh, yes,
Calic
yes.
will carry him not as a rider,
As a baby.
but like a baby.
Yeah.
Because she's actually just going to be dead. You know, like she's going to be like arm curling him while he's unconscious. Because her training starts today. She said.
Yeah. Oh, that works.
Nice,
I'm only
yeah.
like 30 pounds, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean she's already rocking some serious guns. But she's gonna beef up. She's gonna beef up and maybe not win the great games this year.
Once
Who
you're
knows?
done with SIBO, you move to the goat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So I'll put on overalls, so it's easy to actually like hold on to me, and then curl me easier.
I
I'm
wonder
down
if
for that.
Calic would want to learn Amazon stuff with me and Corinna.
Oh wait! Those overalls give me an idea. Kyra reaches into her sequin backpack and she puts overalls on the goat.
Ooh,
She's
one in
like-
each arm.
Yeah, there you go. Alternating. Pump that iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this, kid.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Oh, see, that terrible dad joke reminded me that I was supposed to do the new character fact thing, but I forgot. Oh well. We're too far along now.
Character fact?
As we
Well,
travel there,
well,
we do it.
So
I
we
was
could
gonna do a thing where every time I read an ongoing game, not like a one shot, but like an ongoing game, you could one person could volunteer, and it can't be the same person 2 weeks in a row. One person could volunteer a interesting and unknown fact about their character, and if it was interesting enough, it was a good fact, then they would receive a factspiration die. Equivalent to whatever a bard could inspire them with at this current level. So I guess for you guys it would be a
Oh.
D8 or
So
something.
Yeah,
in
I think it's
Giffyglyphs,
8.
there's a for like traveling. One of the types of encounters is character encounter, where it's like an NPC asks you a question about your
Mhm,
character. So I mean, if you want, you could probably do it while we're traveling.
Yeah, I actually think I have that table. Let's see. Mentor responses, skill challenges, reopened wounds, character questions, 50 of them. Yep, I got it right here. I mean, that's if nobody could come up with their own. I mean, it's cooler if people come up with their own. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to encourage, like, creativity or whatever. But yeah, like, we did, like, I don't know. It just seemed like kind of a cool way, especially if the campaigns go on for a while, to like learn more about the characters. So, is there anybody that would like to do that? As you guys, has anybody got a character fact that they want to share about the character that nobody would know that would be interesting?
Maya got one?
I'm trying to think of something.
need a prompt here, just a random fact. Or...
Yeah, it's just a random
Oh,
fact.
I broke my left arm when I was 10. Well, it was broken for me, but yeah.
Broken for you. That sounds like
Yes.
interesting. I need more.
Okay, so
This is during the training I met.
well, so I didn't grow up in the best part of Mitros, and growing up with an awful lot, your greatest asset is your mind, your imagination. So growing up hearing stories from Dad about the Dragonlords, that was sort of our thing to play amongst the street kids. We played Dragonlords. Well, some of the more well-to-do children sometimes come down and decide, well, we are richer, we have nicer things, we are better Dragonlords, you don't get to play that. I finally decided that I'd had enough of their bullshit and picked a fight with the wrong child and wound up with a broken arm for my trouble.
Flashback. Andronicus was a rich kid from Mitros. It was him.
Oh no! But he doesn't
Can't
remember.
remember.
I can't remember it.
Yeah, Julian just knows that it happened. He doesn't know who did it.
Oh
All
no!
right, that's canon and fantastic. You may both have a factspiration, which is a D8. It is, but it only is good for this session, so it lasts the entire session. But it's like a bardic inspiration die that lasts for this session.
But yeah, the color drains from Andronicus's face, and he just, whoa. I feel like maybe you're oversimplifying the situation. Maybe the rich kids had their own side of things. I don't know.
Well, probably. I think I might have tried to take a shot to the nuts on one of them. I mean, I was pretty scrawny as a child, not much bigger now. You just got to, take an advantage where you can.
Turns out Andronicus actually got hit in the nuts, couldn't have kids. His kid is actually not his kid, but he's just not
Oh my
finding out.
gosh.
Oh no!
That does say that for the future facts.
Too
Come on.
much. That's too much.
Come on,
Yeah,
we can't blow them all.
Too much character development. Oh.
All right. Let me grab all these jabros and let's move you over to the map. But we can't forget. Where is she?
Yeah, Karina.
Yep. Okay. There we go. All right. I mean, really, the party's not that big now that you kind of got rid of the ox, but you did replace the ox with a goat, so I don't know. All right.
Yes,
I tried to slim it down.
This is in preparation for Callus to start bench pressing the ox.
Ooh.
Let's see what I could do here. All right. This map, it should run fine. That's what I'm gonna say. All right. Let's see. Go ahead and preload it. Get you guys over here. All right. And I assume by the time you guys get there, they will have already started making their way up the Yeah, all right, here we go. So let me send you over here. And it would definitely be nighttime by the time you arrive there. It was a long journey. Oops. Hold on.
Do it. My dark vision was then.
All right. And let's see, I'll turn on nighttime. Boop.
Man, I remember this map.
All right. Did it get like super dark?
Oh yeah. After I clicked the way it did. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think I might still be loading in.
Oh, okay.
You might need to move your character a little bit for it to update.
Oh. Can't even see my character. Let me just.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
probably because you're human.
Oh.
How old is Andronicus?
No,
Oh no, you have dark vision.
Yeah.
So
I'll just try to refresh.
Yeah, this
How
this
old
is
is
light and
Andronicus?
this is dark. I'll refresh.
Okay. Oh, that's because there is a sun, more than likely, or a moon. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
I can see a teleporter, I think.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Oh, and at the other door.
Okay, nice. I can see now. Ooh, nice leaves. Oh,
it is autumn here.
All right, so up ahead, you see a tower. The tower is crumbling in many places. It seems to be held together only with the vines and other flowering creepers that sort of hold it together. As if the tower itself is the bones, but the plants are the sort of meat and skin of the tower. You see the group that you're following, and they are heading up this sort of rocky, hilly terrain. They seem to be in good spirits despite the long day of traveling, and they are heading towards what looks like a winding stair that leads up and inside to a smaller tower that serves as sort of the entrance to the larger tower.
like a pretty heavily forested area.
This particular area is sort of a clearing. So the trees that you see on the map are conducive to the trees that are currently present.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
you guys
same
can
with
kind
the
of come
rock.
out into a clearing. Yep, same with the rocks.
All right, so From our vantage point,
on
kind
the
of.
roof, there are 3 people on the roof.
Gotcha. Okay.
Here,
So,
I will,
let's keep it low and try and stay quiet as we approach. Or are we trying the genuine approach?
I can only be-
the people are wearing your standard bandit costumes.
Nice. Those look like teeth in their hoods. We need to.
Jiggling thug.
That one looks like he might need some cardio.
That was incorrect.
That's what it needs to go to Telemachus's hero school.
Def.
Yeah.
So was the meta-wise, was the plan just to be genuine? I guess. Try because we haven't tried it with a. We could have done that with the other 2 wins. It would have saved a lot of time.
Yeah.
No, I mean we were genuine. We were genuine with the second one, and they attacked us with elephants.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's fair.
Classic misunderstanding.
We eventually got there,
Yeah,
as
we
did
were-
Andronica.
Yes, it was worked out.
Yeah, I was about to ask, should I sit this one out, you think? I mean, I just feel like maybe, and just hear me out, maybe I was a liability on the last 2.
What? No.
No. I mean, well, the first time.
Well, let's ask this question. How bad were things off when you and she separated?
Oof. Well, she caught me with someone else, and she punched a hole in his chest.
Like metaphorically. Or...
No, she physically punched her fist through this person's torso, burning and smashing all of the meat and bones and heart, and there was just a cauterized hole through their body.
Or he kind of nervously looks down at his chest.
Yeah, let me. She kind of like clears some of the moss and leaves away, and she gets a stick, and she's like,
I
"Yeah,
back up to give
so
her some room.
yeah, so like there's this head, and we'll do like a little gingerbread man, I guess. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, right.
Mhm.
But then there was this. Then
Okay.
Maybe just the 5 of us going then.
Sibo's just giving the play-by-play still. He has no idea what you guys are talking about.
So did Sophia follow them in, or is she like trying to find a window to peek in?
I guess are there any windows on this
here
tower?
I'll put a Sophia on the roof, so you get a, yeah.
You guys are gonna talk. Yeah.
There you go.
You know, at the very least, there's people here that aren't directly involved. Or some that have been taken in by either the magic or some tale she's spinning. I'd say going in candid at first could be best.
I mean, the first time the first wind that we talked with, he was willing to give it away for if we didn't tell him that Kyra was oh, never mind. And then the second one, what? Andronicos, do you know why he let us have that one before? Because I know we ran. I know we.
Well,
Look, everyone knows, okay?
Julian
Julian
shoots everybody a dirty look. Like, really? We're bringing this up
You have to
again?
bring
No, but what I'm saying
Too
is that
soon, Maya.
what I'm saying is that that's how we got that one is, I guess it was because of Kyra. So I think in both cases we got the instrument back because there was one, we made an agreement that we wouldn't tell Kyra something, and the second one, Kyra and him and Andronicos had.
Wait,
Their
what
time.
agreement? What did you tell me?
Well, we made an agreement, so I can't.
You'd ask her to break an oath, Kyra.
Wow. Was it a real oath or? Did you swear an oath?
It's pretty much, close.
Pretty much close. It sounds like you're just holding out important information.
That's what I need to know, honestly.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, he
was-
pretty much just didn't want us to tell you something so because he was scared that you would hurt him.
Halise approaches you guys while Corinna is looking around for for danger, and she seems to be scouting the area. And Halise says, "I do not think that this is an appropriate adventure for Corinna to be a part of. It sounds like there's a lot of sex going on in there. She's still a young girl, I don't.
You think that's appropriate then?
Please say this is Greek inspired. There's sex everywhere.
Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, like Loris is with you guys, right? You didn't leave Loris behind.
Lorius will be with us.
Yeah, Loris was like, well, I mean, there was a lot of sex happening in the quote-unquote adventure that, you ran into her on. And then Halise says, right, but that was not appropriate for her.
Not to mention, that's actually probably a good idea because she did manage to escape from a situation like that. Being in one might be triggering for her.
Right, if they have people locked up, like that man Pamin said, we don't want her to go through all that again. Also, and she kind of like pulls you guys further. Actually, she says to Lori, she whispers to Lorius, centaurs, and then Lorius says, can you two go help Corinna? We want to make sure the whole perimeter is safe. Yeah, okay.
Is she still carrying me?
Yeah. So they wander. She wanders off carrying Acacia and Sibo, and Lorius watches and thinks to himself, and then he turns back to you guys. All right, and then Halise says, I also, and she blushes like super hard. She's like, if this magic removes your inhibitions, I don't want to get caught up in something that will involve centaurs. Yeah, well,
If you don't feel comfortable, you don't.
I
have to
just
follow.
don't. Well, after what happened to Andronicus, you can see her eyes are kind of like tearing up, and her jaw's trembling a bit. I just don't want anyone.
Julian will bring her into a hug. He's like, "Shh, I understand. Do whatever you feel comfortable with. It's fine."
Pyra says, listen. The first time you're with a centaur, it's tough, but it's all about breathing exercises. Just, and at that point, Halise faints.
I hold on to her. It's like, oh, Mom, there's a time and a place for things. This was not the time and bloody place.
Lorius says, no, I mean, in other news, if this magic doesn't just remove your inhibitions, but turns us against each other, I mean, the centaurs are very strong, so.
Well, does it turn us against each other, or just makes us do what we...
We aren't entirely sure. We know that it removes inhibitions to fornicate and drink and consume.
Well, isn't that the same thing as...
Kyra says, as a nymph, she has a lot of enchantment and charm abilities.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Also, she could punch through someone's chest.
Mm-hmm.
Also a valid point.
It's rumored that she was born from a volcano.
That makes sense.
Wait, she isn't a redhead, is she?
When she's really mad, she is.
Shit.
But no, she's
a
beautiful brunette with alabaster skin.
I think just the five of us should go in.
You know who would probably get along with her really well? What's her name in the man, why am I forgetting her name now? The salamander. Emru. Yes. I feel like she'd probably get along with Emru. Okay,
That
I mean,
remains to be seen.
okay, but so hearing how this is that we should probably be on our guard and if we do go inside their forthright, then I think we just have to be on our guard. If we do go inside, try and get inside there without, I don't know how we'll be able to do that because we're not the most stealthy.
Well, right, but if it's a situation of invitation only, or if there's like a dress code, if this is supposed to be like a posh place or something,
No, it's not a
I
black
could always-
tie.
Well, I mean,
Put
we
my
can
seal in
say
the card.
that
I mean like a dress code, like you have to be this handsome to ride the Oread or something like that. I mean, I could go in. I mean, sorry, Oread, I mean, you're missing an eye, buddy.
No,
And Maya could ride along on my coattails as a spider. She's done that before successfully.
I don't think we should split up.
I don't think we should split up either, but I'm trying to, submit
So I think
come up with ideas, contingencies.
I think right now our safest bet is to probably go in together, forthright, and just be on our guard. But
All right.
I don't know if that makes sense to you all.
Oh, Calic comes galloping back up, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I have your Sibo and your goat." And she hands Sibo over like you would hand a sleeping baby back to its parents after a babysitting shift is over. And then she sets the goat down.
You put him to sleep so well.
She blushes a bit as she says, "So are we storming this tower? Because I'm ready to crack some skulls."
Probably not just yet. We want to go in and talk. If possible.
I'm gonna bust out the full-on energy.
She might be onto something here. No.
Let's just see how the reception goes when we get up there, and then we can decide whether that's necessary or not.
Is there any way of protecting ourselves from being charmed?
Got those scrolls, but kind of saving them for the ghost.
Oh, I can cast protect against good and evil.
I believe I can as well. Yes, I also have that prepared.
Sophia, it's your understanding that these are human-ass guards, and it's nighttime, so they're more there for show than anything else. Yeah.
And they're both show.
Sibo's just given a monotone play-by-play, like a there's 3 on the building. Well, this one's jiggling. It's just like he's just monotone saying what he's seeing.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Sibo vision coming in hot.
Yeah.
Except it sounds a little weird because he's saying it while he's being bench pressed.
Yeah.
Didn't Paimon mention that it was mainly men being charmed?
No, he said that he was charmed. His sister was not.
Oh, okay.
Depends on the will. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the only mention of gender that you heard.
Okay. Well, I can cast protect against good and evil, and Andronikos can, so we can pick 2 people to be safe, and then.
And his sister's name was Daphis,
Daphis.
if I'm remembering correctly.
We'll go with yes because I did catch the sister's name last session.
Hype. Okay.
Darn it.
Alright then. I think we should keep the initial party smaller if we're going in with the... If we're not going in guns blazing, if we're not going in aggressively, I think we should keep the initial party small. So any enchantment magic will have a diminished effect. We don't want to have another Helios.
You guys
Situation.
will remember that I have 4 scrolls as well as the 2 that you're talking, 2 castings that you have. So if we want to do
it does require concentration, so
right.
How long's it last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
well, it's more to protect us from the initial.
At the very least, we should have
attempt.
one person, probably either Maya or Andronicus. I'd say probably Maya. She's because it only gives you advantage, right? on a save?
Well, it's if it prevents you from being it in the first place. If you are it, then it gives you advantage.
Oh, okay.
Also, the
So
creature has
it
disadvantage
assumes
on
who it's
attack
being
rolls.
done by.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that she falls under Fae, and so it would
Yeah, she's
like
a
if
nymph.
it's directly from her, it would work. But if it's from like a minion who's a human, then it won't matter.
Yeah, she's a
Correct.
nymph. I assume she does her charming herself.
So it might be worth
Yeah,
just
I guess is
like
that-
having one person do it early and then have the scrolls to put it on others if they need to. Yeah.
Sounds good. So I
So
think
who-
you guess like just the 5 of us going in first. We could set a time scale, and if we're not out by then, they can come in after us.
If we're not out in 12,
Well, maybe Sophia can stay out with here, and then you have her. And if things are okay, then maybe you can. Oh no, I don't know if you can. While you're in control of Sophia, maybe some way
Yeah.
give them a signal.
If her head spins around twice, come in. If it doesn't spin around twice, stay out here.
I
does that
think
sound?
that seems reasonable. But is there a range on you being able to signal through Sophia?
It seems to be nighttime. and
100 feet.
Right,
And
but
those,
seeing through and controlling, right? I don't know. Those are two different things, right?
Right. Seeing is you go into a coma and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But you two are, while within 100 feet, you can communicate telepathically.
Okay. So
have Sophia out here, 100 feet away from the tower.
Yep.
And have the rest of the party hang out with Sophia, and if there's anything that if we need help, they can come in at that point.
I think this would be better because it was tough with all the NPCs getting charmed last.
and you guys know that there's humans on the roof, so I don't know what they can see from up there and how close everybody can get to the
How tall
tower.
is the tower?
Alex says, I can shoot the people on the roof.
Oh,
She gets her bow out.
not yet. Wait for the signal. Keep your eyes on.
It has a 600
Sophia.
foot reach.
Good to know.
It has a longbow.
100-foot reach, you can make a melee attack from 600 feet away.
Wait,
Reach.
what?
It's a ranged reach, though.
Dang it. Right. Okay, so Hirak, Kalik, Corinna, Lorius. Do we want
And
Kyra
Kyra.
to come with us?
No.
Or no?
I think might be best she sits it out for now.
Are you sure?
Let's see.
Oren, behind, like, when Maya's not looking at Kyra, Kyra is looking at you, and she's nodding her head in the affirmative, in the yes.
Well, I'm just
But
thinking.
when Maya looks over at Kyra, she just has a straight face, like,
Just
anything's
thinking on
possible.
the summer and the winter wind, both might have gone a little bit smoother had just the 5 of us gone in. Nothing personal to our resident bard.
Both of them were resolved once.
So I want to
Kyra was
point
involved.
out.
You know
that
what? Alright, let's all go in then.
We were in a polyamorous relationship, and it was completely fine if
Okay.
she had multiple partners. But then when I have the audacity to go and find someone else on my own, that person gets punched through the chest.
It's a common thing with these sorts of relationships. Jealousy.
Question: Was her finding partners was that within the polyamory or was that outside the group?
I mean, yo, lady, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all you could eat buffet, baby. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh,
So it was more of an
Alright,
open
fine.
relationship than polyamorous.
oh, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's why she said, you'll only ever love me. This heart that pounds for you will pound no more. And then she punched through his chest.
Yeah. I think
sometimes it's
we're
just
all,
a catch of the jealousy.
we're all in agreement then. Kyra waits outside.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we get in trouble,
Wait, which one of you has the best armor class? Sibo, right? So we'll go in, and I'll be like, hey, I'm in love with this guy right here, and I'll start smooching
Listen,
all
don't
across.
bring my friend into this, all right? I don't want him. He's roughed up enough. He doesn't need to be missing a heart.
And then she'll be
We don't
so
really
mad.
have
You'll
best
become the
bonding.
primary target, Sibo. You just tank, basically the daughter of a volcano, and while you're tanking her, we do whatever we need to do. I think it's a good plan.
I just realized something. I'm assuming since she's the daughter of a volcano, fire doesn't really hurt her much.
Oh, she's completely immune to fire.
Okay.
Fantastic. So, the 5 of us then, let's do it.
I'm in a Descent to Avernus campaign, and one of the players is a fucking wildfire druid.
Oh my god. You gotta take Elemental of Death.
She did, but it just fucking
I think at level 8 that might be what we'll see.
Yeah, that's a
15.
that's a sad time being a fire person.
Ooh,
Okay,
how
well,
would you roll fire? Yeah. That is
all right, let's go. Let's keep
You're a
scouting,
masochist.
everybody. Let's keep scouting.
no hard feeling.
No, none. I'm fine.
Here, take Atticus.
I
with
would
you.
like to incite that I'm fine.
Oh, can someone take care of
Yeah, go ahead, give me an
Corinna?
insight.
Keep an eye on things, Atticus. I'll pat him on the head.
She is actually relieved that she doesn't have to see this woman.
good. She should be.
But she is with your god insight, Julian. She is worried one of you will be tempted by the lyre and use its power for evil. The person she's worried about is named Julian.
That's it. Wow, all that from an instant there.
Such a rousing vote of confidence from Mother. Fine.
I mean,
If I use enlarge on Julian, will the axe make him want to kill himself?
Oh,
No, he hits me with a giant type.
Okay.
Also, my goddamn dice are rolling behind the panels again.
I thought you wanted.
No, I want them to roll above the panels so that I could see the dice. So, anyways, I fixed it. But God, it feels like it resets every week.
But then you complain when you roll it on top of the thing. Also.
leave it alone,
God damn it, I
Atticus.
can't see shit!
We'll get to that when we get to it.
On Thursday, last Thursday,
I'm not rolling so many enemy NPCs.
It is important. It is important at this part of the campaign that I am as in Kyra mindset as I possibly can be. And you know what? You're right. I do prefer them below the sheets. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. Anyways, let's keep going. I'm a mess right now. All right.
it's Sunday. It's Sunday.
It's not that. This is some rough stuff. This is a rough part of the adventure. So I'm nervous about you guys because most of you have already punched your extra life tickets. So.
Hey, not me, but I just get to vanish after I die, I'm guessing.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So the other team, B team. Oh, that's an intriguing idea. They go off on their own.
All right,
We
I
kind
guess.
of have a lot now.
So,
Wait, Kyra runs back,
2, 3,
and she fireman carries Halise,
All
and
right, thank you.
Wait,
back.
take Atticus
Okay,
too.
so there's-
They would have spelling salts.
Are
Oh,
we,
wait,
are we
Sibo,
walking up to the door and
positive
then
general
casting?
direction.
Are we walking up to the door and then casting, or are we casting and then walking up to the door?
We should probably cast before we go up. We should probably
should
cast.
now.
Cast at the bottom
I
of the
don't
stairs,
know
maybe?
to cast anything.
Well, but it only lasts 10 minutes.
I understand that, but
Oh, cast
okay,
it and then we
out,
spin up.
out of
spin up
character,
to
what does the spell say? Is there a verbal component to it?
I think it's like everything.
Yeah.
remember,
let me
don't
get
make that rookie mistake. V stands for verbal, not for visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah, it's all of them.
Also, all that holy water I got at the Versi's temple that I totally mentioned and didn't forget about at all last session.
All right, so it's on like a hill or something, right? So
Yeah.
right over here where like Sibo's cursor is, and then he moved it. But here, we should like group up there, cast our spell, and then go up these stairs.
Okay.
Like that way, we're not wasting whatever
All right.
few seconds
Just,
it takes.
I will
I've
draw.
been to this
I will
shit
draw
before.
for you the safest path up the hill, but you guys could, of course,
Yeah, isn't it over here?
do you?
So Sophia has to stay here or around here to be within 100 feet of the opposite side of this building anyway. So this is where Sophia will be for the most part of this.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's the
I
side
absolutely followed that path 100%.
No, we're gonna climb up the rough path,
Okay.
Yes, I followed the easy
which
path.
is Zephos
It's
between his teeth.
Julian. Oh my god!
Orin, your keen eyes see that there is a door, old and bronze, hidden behind some vines and other plants
He's
at the
developed
base.
an eye for door work
Yeah.
now. Says that would look fantastic in the sour vintage. No, he says it seems as a rear entrance hasn't been used in a while.
It must be the analysis they were talking about earlier.
Probably.
I encountered that same problem the last time we confronted one of the winds.
It's true.
Damn.
Oh, no.
Some good jokes. Some good jokes tonight.
Oh, no.
Some
Oh,
good
no.
jokes tonight.
Well, if a rear entrance hasn't been used in a while, sometimes you need to, lubricate the entrance a bit
All right, we're going the frontal approach
before
now.
going through. That way, there is
Yeah.
a amount of
Get
squeaking.
it all out of our system now, so we don't piss off the lava nymph.
Who's carrying Sibo?
You're still.
I guess I will.
I didn't hear any of the planning, guys. I was in Sophia that whole time.
Oh, I thought maybe this is an elaborate ruse so Sibos never has to walk again.
That's why
This is where he goes. Shh.
Just grab him by the over.
What's your strength at these days, Oren?
Still 14, I believe. Check.
Oh, Jesus, really? Okay.
can carry
Yeah,
I'm not
I'll
a-
carry.
I'm a
I'll carry
dex
him.
character, right? Well, I got one harm, but he
No. 14 is very respectable considering our group.
I guess I didn't realize you were Dex.
Yeah,
had to switch.
we had a big discussion about Dex fighting with the shield.
All right.
Okay.
I'll come out. I'll come out of vision now. All right, you guys ready to go in?
Before we do this, do you
inform
want
Sibo our
Julian
plan.
talking, or do you feel that I've stuck my foot in enough the past 2 days that someone else should?
Oh, we all need to be concentrating for our protection from good and evils.
You gotta,
Yeah.
Julian, you gotta make it sound like we've drank the Kool-Aid. We're about into
Oh,
it.
Okay, in
so
that
you,
case-
you guys are burning your protection against evil scrolls for this?
No,
No,
just those two.
just casting.
Oh, okay.
And then I still have
okay.
the
Oh, let me-
four.
actually, let me roll.
You'll need caster rolls, and in that case, I'm going to use my Freedom of Bewitching. I'll pull that out and dab some on. Try to make
Oh,
self.
damn. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's
immediately,
CR1 enemies. It's CR1
Yeah.
enemies, so I don't think
immediately,
it's gonna hurt her.
Oh,
But I think it
snap.
might help us
Andronicos.
get us in the front door.
yeah.
Andronicos, oh no. Is this his first time burning out?
Second.
Oh, second.
Oh, no.
All right.
50 sessions in. Oh my.
Let's see what happens.
42.
God damn it.
All right.
Ooh.
Spell level times 4 hit points as
Why-
the magic backlashes on you.
I was gonna be like, watch Andronicos burns out, and then he gets the one that gives you a spell slot back.
How bad is it?
Just 4 hit
Okay.
points.
Oh, right. No, we said that wouldn't.
Yeah, but the first burnout wouldn't kill your concentration, I think. The casting of the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
because-
any
because burning-
any damage from casting the spell will not jeopardize the casting of the spell because the spell was already it's bad enough that you're taking damage from casting the spell. It's not going to immediately make you lose the spell. Essentially, that's per Giffy who came up with this crazy shit.
Kid loads, if you ask
but
me.
succeeding at a cost damage does.
But
That's right.
but succeeding cast will do it. Yep. This is, I guess, technically the only damage that will not impact it. And we had to look this up in Skull and Shackles. All damage you take, even damage soaked by temp HP, counts as damage that your character took for all gameplay that involves how much damage was taken.
That's fair.
Damn, even for like a wizard abjuration ward or something?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
I didn't know that.
temp HP. If you have a ward that is soaking damage, like that one warlock thing where you put yourself in an ice cube or whatever.
Tomb of Olympus.
Yeah.
That one's
Right,
sick.
right, right. Yeah, it's super sick. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, is it?
All right.
It's
used for
if you
the
Sibo, if you're playing in a game where the DM brings some real heavy hitting shit to the table. Like it's kind of a must have. It's kind of a must have.
Oh, all right. Updating my paths. Okay.
All right. So yeah, you guys are at the door. The door is relatively clear of vines and whatnot. The stone arch around the door looks like it was recently repaired, and there are depictions carved, not so much carved, but almost like burned into the stones themselves, of beautiful nymphs, male, female, and everything in between. Basically in various states of erotic pleasure. The door itself is a bronze door, aged, but it seems that effort was made to restore it and make it very nice. There is a minotaur head with a nose ring. It could just be a bull's head, but it has sort of a wise kind of smirk on its face. The nose ring is the knocker.
Sibo, stand at the back, and then I'll knock using the knocker.
Okay.
I was gonna say, did we see how they entered before when they came through?
Yeah, they came through this door, right?
Yeah, but did they knock or?
I would have seen it, but I don't remember.
So we're bluffing our way in, right? Like,
No, we heard about this place, heard it was fun, and we want to see what it's all about.
So
Okay, yes.
the door does open. The door does open, and a very intimidating man with a mask, spiky helmet kind of thing, is in a room that is about 12, like a semicircular room, about 12 feet across. There are a number of just boots and clothing just sort of hung up, like it's like the world's weirdest coat room. And behind the guy and all the clothes and all the shoes is another nice door that seems to lead into the actual tower. The guy, he looks at all of you, and he sees that there are quite a few of you, and you can see that he's taking in your measure and taking in your armaments, and he goes to close the door again.
wait! We were at the vintage, the sour vintage, and we heard a rumor that this is where all the attractive people go. So naturally,
Yes, we heard this is the place to come and have a good time.
That's why you
So
told me.
that's
to
what
go
we're
to the
here
back.
for, a good time.
Sorry, it's Sibo.
Okay.
I'm also in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy kind of narrows his eyes behind his helmet, and then he holds up a finger as if to say one of something, and then he goes to close the door again.
He seems pretty unyielding.
Julian's gonna look up. Do there appear to be any ports where, I don't know, flaming oil might be dumped down upon us?
It does not seem to be that sort of tower. So you don't see anything like that. You actually don't even see any windows on the tower.
And when we opened the door and looked through the door, there was this clothes hanging up behind him.
Mm-hmm. Lots of obviously Thylean clothing and lots of sandals.
I think we might have to. I think they were probably going to access.
But he is trying to close the door. Do you let him close the door or no?
can I inside check him real quick and see if he means like
Yeah, sure. Give
or
me an insight check.
I'm not good at this.
Okay. From what you could tell, he is going to get his supervisor.
Oh, so like 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me want to speak to the manager.
We're
I let him close the door.
we're losing time on our protection from good and evil.
I know, but barging in probably wouldn't
It's
set a
fine,
good.
All
It's fine. It'll be all right.
All right. So 2 excruciatingly long minutes pass, and the door opens again, and you see the woman from the Sour Vintage is there, and behind her is the guard.
Hey,
do
you're
guys-
the
do
one
guys
from
want
the
me to move you
Salvage.
to the interior? Hold on, let me see if I can do this. Let's see. Which floor is this? This one? Okay. This should work. Let's see. So she would be there, and he would be there. And the door. Yeah, there we go. All right. You guys can see, sort of?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. She sees you guys, and she will roll a fame check. She says, who are you?
I mean, we were at the Sour Vintage. We saw you there. We heard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You were with Folon.
Yes, yes.
I had really wanted to speak with him.
Well, I mean, we're all friends now.
There
Maybe.
was supposed to be some sort of dating thing where you could try to date him or marry him, but
Yeah, I think he chose the first person though. So
well, good for him. Good for him. But I would have loved to have brought him back here.
I just look at the door skeptically.
She looks at the the Minotaur knocker, and she looks at you and she says, "So, why are you here?"
We heard you. You said that this was a cool place to go to, and you were looking for all the fun, attractive people, and that's us.
Oh, well, I mean, she points to Ord way in the back. She says, I mean, he's attractive
I'm
for
stuck,
sure.
stuck in the wall. My foot's caught. I'm tying my shoe.
Okay.
Your
yeah.
wallflower, eh?
Oh, geez, you're really stuck.
I am.
What the hell?
I
All
don't
right,
know
Is his
that.
token broken?
Yeah. Dude, do you have token attacher going on?
I don't think so.
Oh, man. All right, yeah, because you busted.
Oh no.
All right. Why?
This
Token
is it.
attacher
This is
keeps
how we're
breaking
done.
my people. All right.
Oh, I'm getting some rubber band right now too. So okay, never mind.
It was.
Oh.
It was. You good now?
Yeah, we're good. I'm good.
All right. Yeah, man. I don't know about this token attacher. I like it, and it's better than mounts up for sure. But yeah, look now, or doesn't even fit the grid right. Oh no, this map doesn't fit the grid right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a roll 20 relic. So
Oh.
yeah, I didn't feel like setting the whole thing up again, so I used the import, and it's not 100% great if I'm being honest. All right. So
It's fine.
yeah. All right. Yeah, she points to Ord and says, "Oh, he's very cute." Andronicus, you could tell that you're gonna need a deception or a persuasion.
Persuasion it is.
I reach through Julian's legs and touch him on the butt to give him guidance.
Nice.
Oh, damn. All right. Do you use the guidance?
Sure. +2.
Oh, wow. She blushes a bit and she says, "Well, we do not have any tritons in our special family. Okay. Sure. Why don't you all come inside?"
Yeah,
All right, let me
well,
change out the music.
I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get... Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I feel like it's more like a Moulin Rouge sort of thing.
nice.
Oh, you want Moulin Rouge to be here? I was just gonna
No.
play.
No. I just like it might be like that kind of burlesque-esque atmosphere.
Oh yeah. So they got the funky jams playing for sure. So yeah, she tells you, "Oh, before you go any further, this is a place for physical freedom." And she disrobes.
Is it required?
Well, it is certainly encouraged.
Or will not disrobe?
Yeah, Andronicus shrugs. Winning Thylea, I guess.
Yeah.
He'll leave his pack
Drops
at the
the
door.
AC down to fucking 10.
And this is where you notice that Unyielding Thug is actually just wearing like underoos and that metal helmet.
The middle helmet just so you can look out the door and look menacing.
Yeah,
Nice.
pretty much.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I dig it.
Okay, once you guys are indecent, she opens the interior door, and you see a massive orgy. This orgy is it's gotta be 40 plus people strong.
So,
and it is
here's a
ranging
question.
all over
Yeah,
this
Mama.
room. Oh yeah, what's the question?
So, if I were to bring my silk robe with me, like sort of draped across my chest, would any of them object?
Married?
Yeah, like I was married at orgy.
Man, token mold always
Yeah.
transfer.
Oh man,
Yeah.
wooing.
And thunderous, of course. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Yeah, she sees you with your rope, and she gives you a coy smile. She doesn't have a problem with the silk rope, especially
Okay,
the silk rope. Yeah.
All right, and so I will bring my silk rope with me. But I'm
Okay.
assuming they want us to leave all of our stuff in the cloakroom.
It seems to be the thing. Yeah.
Like no weapons, no clothing,
hmm
totally naked.
I mean, that's what everyone that you see. Obviously, we're not going to use full dude of miniatures, but everybody
Right.
here they are in the full on. If you have watched Netflix Witcher, the apple cider episode, it has some very apple cider episode vibes going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Orin does not disrobe. She didn't
Okay.
say it was required, so he's keeping his.
Yeah,
Alright.
so
So
see
there-
no other.
Beautiful gardens inside. There are silken pillows and blankets everywhere, sheets and tapestries. There's a fountain that is actually a bit of like a bath, and then there are again more garden type things surrounded by stones. You see that there is a staircase that leads down and a staircase that leads up.
And Andronicus puts on a disappointed face and looks at her and says, I'm sorry, I was led to believe this was going to be something special. I could have stayed home in Mitros if I wanted this."
Oh damn!
Damn. Okay. We'll ride the success of your huge persuasion check from before. She says, "Oh, don't worry. Please make yourself comfortable. I will go let the mistress know that we have new acolytes."
So who's all in the buff at this point? So Orin's still clothed, and I'm assuming he has his equipment.
Yep.
I'm nude. Is Andronicus nude?
I guess if you're nude, go ahead and apply the orange token to your thing, to your miniature. So we know that you are down your important equipment.
Whenever she leaves, we're gonna say it might be best that you all stay clothed.
See that in front of the menacing
Yeah.
thug,
Muscular thug.
muscular thug.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Before you see her, you hear the sounds of the most exquisite lyre playing you have ever heard.
Oh no, I teleported myself out.
Oh, did you? All right.
Yeah, I saw a book and I clicked.
Yeah. Can you get back in, or do you need help?
Is there another teleport?
There should be.
Should be
So I
another
know
book there
what
somewhere.
a lyre is, but I'm looking at your bard instrument picture, and lyres aren't on there.
Oh, yeah. Let me. Because it's a butte. It's a butte. Hold on.
Sorry, I'm gonna need to be dragged back.
Oh, no worries.
So I think it's only a one way.
Hold on.
That lyre guitar looks really cool, though.
I was about to say, is it an axe or a lyre?
I want to know what a
Here it
music
is.
bow is. Like, I haven't seen that one before.
Considering the character of this Autumn Wind, I feel like it would be type who would use an axe that
Ooh.
has strings on it.
Oh, yeah. That'd be kind of dope. Yeah.
Like
Uh,
Mad Max
What,
style.
from Brutal Legend.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A hunting horn.
Oh, like an actual lyre guitar. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
kind of dope.
Like a lyre, lyre maul or a lyre
Yeah, we could go with that. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so we'll go with this one's pretty cool. So, but if you are not deaf and not immune to charm magics, you will need to make a saving throw, wisdom based.
Honestly, I probably should have.
Does
someone
protect
else.
against good and evil help us out with this, or
If it protects you from enchantment charm.
Yeah, it protects you from charm from a creature that you specified. I think we specified Fae.
Okay.
Does that work if it's an instrument of the Fae, or
yeah, that's the question.
That's the question. Yeah.
yeah, Fae playing it, but it's like, is the magic from her, from the instrument? Is the instrument of Fae origin? I don't know.
Well, I posted the spell. I guess if you read it directly. Okay, it says until the spell ends, one realm creature touch protection against a certain creature type, aberration, whatever.
I mean,
The protection grants several benefits.
Yeah.
Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. So it has to be. I don't know if it's effective. If they're considered
she
Fae.
is using it.
Yeah,
She's using it. So I would
Yeah.
say that I would say she's the source of the magic. So yeah, if they grant you immunity, then you do not have to roll.
If she,
Right.
okay, so if it only gives immunity if she's Fae. So considering she's Fae.
Orin will succeed at a cost, if possible.
Sibo too.
Let's see. Orin, yeah, you're fine. Sibo, I have to double check real quick.
So who's covered by protect?
It's
Just the people
Andronicus
who
and
are
Maya, I
concentrating?
think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I need to make a save.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, dang. You're in your element.
who has Faxpiration
Yeah.
right now?
Andronicus and Julian do.
Okay.
Yeah. Sibo, you are outside the range to make this save.
Okay.
Julian, you are fine. Orin, you are fine. So Sibo, you feel any and all inhibitions that you used to have, that you ever feel. They kind of melt away, and whether or not you're into ladies or into people at all in a romantic sense, when you see this woman, you know that she is your friend, and that she would never hurt you, and you don't want any harm to come to her either. All right.
All right.
Yeah. So she comes down the stairs, playing this instrument, and she look upon all of you. She is only wearing a cloak. That is it. She is nude except for an exquisite black, silver-trimmed cloak.
Damn, very widowed mistress of her.
She looks down at all of you, and then she rolls a fame check. And she says, as this Nemertes comes down the stairs looking so pleased with herself, Euria turns on her furiously and says, "You Malakas, these are the heroes of prophecy. Do you know what you have done?" And Nemertes looks confused and hurt because she thought she was doing everything right. Euria begins to reach for her initiative dice, but slowly. She turns back to face you and kind of clutches the lyre possessively and says, "What brings you here, heroes of prophecy?"
We heard this was the place to have a good time, and the ambiance and everyone else seems to confirm that that is the case. And Julian's just kind of like, I guess, dancing along with the music.
Or nods, but he stands there. fully clothed and stuff.
Oh, don't mind him. He's the old stick in the mud of the group. The rest of us know how to have a good time.
So
With
we're
a
drivers.
sneer, she says, I have heard the bard's songs,
And
and I know full well what you and yours are capable of. I also know what happened to two of the other winds. You've come for this instrument.
We parted ways with the other winds in pleasant company.
Yeah.
we're only
a happy
hoping
ending
to,
for
do the same thing here. Have a chit chat, have some fun.
Where is Kira?
We left her outside somewhere.
You can see lines of red begin to show on her skin, and you see her heart begin to heat up. You can see it through her skin, the bright radiance and heat of it.
I could take you to her if that's what you want.
Or not. Our understanding is that you didn't part on good terms.
Her nostrils flare when you say that. She says, "That is one way to put it."
Well, why don't you let us know? We've only ever heard her side. We didn't hear yours.
Yeah, and we've been traveling her with her for a long time, and she's one for exaggeration, we found.
Oh,
So-
dang. Okay. Oh, man.
Why don't we, all sit down together, have a drink,
Mm.
we can, talk.
All right, some good
Man,
shit.
I
Some
haven't
good
heard
shit.
anybody
Mhm.
tank their piety like that since Sibo was trading jokes with Kira all the time.
I'm rubbing
give
off on
me-
him.
One of you.
I'm
give me
not taking my piety. I'm lying to a
What
very
of you?
powerful Orion, trying to deceive them.
Someone give me, one of you, give me a persuasion. I would assume that it is with guidance, question mark?
I mean, I'm charmed. So, question one: am I adjusting myself?
I mean, it's up to
Is
you.
that
You
what
know
you
your
wanna
character.
do?
Would,
I mean,
your,
but
would
the-
lack of would inhibitions have kept you from disrobing?
yes.
Then yeah, you would definitely be like, oh man, it feels great. Wow,
Okay.
how could I have not done this sooner?
And if I see her as my friend, so sorry, this is a mechanic question. Would I guidance him, knowing that?
I mean, I could
Oh
guidance
yeah,
him.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like me saying.
I mean,
me saying,
Sibo,
like,
now that you don't have fear and inhibition holding you back, look at that sweet ass bathtub over there.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
fuck yeah,
oh no, wait! If I try and guide him, I'm gonna lose concentration on protecting him.
Oh, I guess
mind.
Julie,
Oh,
just roll it. Just if you're gonna roll it,
I guess would
I'm
would
gonna
me
use
helping
my,
and saying like,
well, you have advantage already because all of you have contributed
Oh,
some
that's
pretty good
Okay.
bullshit here. Yeah.
okay,
Excuse me.
Persuasion?
Ah.
Or are you calling for deception?
This
It's the
is,
same deal.
sorry, this would be deception. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause you
Same
are-
deal, but I'll roll this.
I believe you are lying to this person.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. She lets out a shuddering breath and she closes her eyes and she says, That would be very nice. I feel like no one ever listens to me. Please come upstairs." And she pushes the Mertis off the staircase. And she falls into an orgy and doesn't take any fall damage.
It's because of all the cushion for said pushing that protected her from.
I guess I'll go next to Sibo and I don't know. Is this charm a save after your turn type of charm or?
This
Or
is
is it like a
Sibo, this
take
is
damage?
Sibo's, this is Sibo's life now.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'll stay down here with him.
All right, keep an eye on him.
All right. Orin and Sibo, the wooing mad orgy does try to woo you into mad orgy.
No, Orange kind of shakes his head. Like, nah, here with this
Yoink.
one. Oh,
Yoink.
A large naked man with a floppy wiener. He emerges from the wooing mad orgy and he tries to give you a brotherly embrace and pat on the back, like a friendly hug. Do you accept?
Or I'll just kind of try to politely steer him to another set of
Okay.
open arms, perhaps.
All right. You steer Sibo. A rotund, naked man with a floppy wiener is redirected at you by Orin. He tries to lean down and hug you while you're taking a bath. Do you accept?
I accept.
Okay. He says, "It's okay. Tell your friend there's no pressure. Take your time. Take your time." And then he rubs his hands together and he shouts, "Yahoo!" and he jumps back into the orgy.
I try to reach for Orin to pull him into the orgy as I go with him.
It's all you, buddy.
You sure?
There should be a teleporter to get you up the stairs. If you're going upstairs.
He's a maniac.
All right, there's another orgy upstairs. This one has about 30 people in it. The air is humid with human copulation. There's another staircase that leads further up, and there is an incredibly fancy bed that looks extremely well used. Euria sits on the bed, her cloak kind of fanned out behind her, and she kind of scooches back, and then she pats the bed like sleepover party style, that you guys can come sit on the bed. And she says, "Oh, don't worry about them. That's just ambiance."
Excellent.
And then she sort of lazily strums the guitar. So you got like a Jenny from Forrest Gump naked playing the guitar situation.
Okay then.
Okay. And she says, "So you really don't mind listening to my feelings?"
No. I'm always eager to learn more about a new friend.
Well, okay. So, Kyra, or Kira, she goes by 2 different names. You probably figured that out.
Hmm?
She started the band, and things were going really well. And then she just, she told me that I was the most beautiful and fiery person she had ever met. And we began a romance that was, she kind of blushes a bit. Like there's like a sizzling sound, like if you put some eggs on her cheeks, they will be fried eggs. And she says, "It was the most tumultuous and romantic moments of my life. But then I caught her with another, and I just was so angry. I just lashed out, and I punched through the man's chest. Anyways, that's not important. But then we had a big fight about it, and then I found out that she had also been having romances with the other 2 members of the band. Or, sorry, the other 3 members of the band. So she had been seeing all of us behind our backs. And
Wait, she didn't tell you that it was
no!
happening? Oh,
Our
wow.
feelings were some kind of game to her, like we were just balls that she was juggling.
She told us that you guys all agreed to it at the beginning.
Well, I mean, she did say that we would be in something called a polyamorous relationship, which I thought meant a lot of love.
Oh.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes
I'm
sense.
so sorry that this happened. That sucks. That really sucks.
No,
she needs to work on her communication skills.
No,
She really
I understand. Now, I realized when things fell apart that obviously no one could ever really love me. So I remembered this instrument, and when it was suggested by Natus that we steal the instruments, I claimed this one for myself. And now I have used its magic to make all of these people love me.
Well, is it really?
Now I am polyamorous. I am surrounded by love.
Well, is it? Do you really think it's love if you have to use the magic to help to do it?
Oh shit. When you say that, like the bed sheets start to like scorch a little bit, and it seems that the heat is turning up significantly inside this person.
Wait one moment. Wait a moment. Do these people, do they make you feel like she did?
Oh man. Her eyes close and she tightens her jaw, but it shakes, and you see Boiling tears run down her cheeks, spatter onto her ample stony bosoms, and then turn into steam. And she says, "No, that's why I keep having them go and get more people. Eventually, I will find one."
I mean,
And how would you find them amidst the multitudes?
I mean, I have, I have tried each and every person that has come. And I have even taken them on romantic walks and given them presents.
where did you use the instrument to help to do that with them?
Well, yes, I mean,
Did you use the
And when
instrument?
you
Go
first fell in love with Kira, was it a formula that you were trying on anyone that came your way, or did it happen without you even noticing that it was coming?
I mean, it just sort of happened. She just, there is something about her that is both happy and very sad. She is full of so much love and humor, but she also has a great need to be loved and understood. I wanted to be that person for her. But even when it was at its best, she is a creature who is always haunted. She never really believes that she deserves to be happy. Loving her was one of the best, but one of the hardest things I've ever done.
And it shows. You clearly have fond memories, strong memories of that relationship. And I mean, if I could, love like that, I would want to hold on to something or to find something just like it again. But at the same time, I would want to know that it was genuine. And in not to saying that what you and Kyra had wasn't real, but she walled off part of herself from you, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to do the same thing with your next love. That you would want to be open and honest and full with them.
You said the most difficult thing about being with Kira was how she always felt like she didn't deserve it. Don't you think that if this helped you find someone, he points to the loot, if this was what brought someone to you, wouldn't you be plagued by the same doubts?
Well, yes, and you see the heat and fire kind of like simmer down, and you see the light in her eyes kind of dim into sort of how the coals look at the end of the family cookout when you waited a little too long to make s'mores, and you know that there's barely enough heat to warm up the marshmallow.
Hey,
So, judging that maybe she's cool enough to touch at this point, Adronicus will just put her hand on her shoulder.
Yeah, I was gonna put the hand on her shoulder too.
Dang! As you willingly do this, she begins to cry, and Maya, she pull you into an embrace. This creature is quite strong, and you perhaps as strong as Adronicus. And she just kind of holds you there, and she cries. She says, "Does that mean I should let all these people go?"
I mean, sure, and I bet you some of them would actually probably still stay even after you let them free.
All it means,
some of them probably enjoyed it.
All it means is that you should let them decide.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Humans are very strange. They, even if given the opportunity to drink wine and eat fine foods and receive gifts and make love all day, they get very upset. Something about wanting to work jobs.
Well, I mean, I mean, from what I learned about humans is that, they come in all shapes, sizes, and wants. So maybe a lot of them will leave, but there may be a couple that stay in like endless pleasure and no work or jobs. If they can get food here, probably.
Yeah, I mean, she just reaches towards the wall and like the fucking vines just like make the fattest fucking grapes, and then they
Oh
just
my goodness.
yeah, and then the
My
bud. Yeah.
like a waterfall of drool.
Okay.
And then she catches herself.
Okay.
But your snakes are still drooling.
Yeah. She says,
You know
Oh.
what? Earlier you said that you didn't think anybody would love someone who's as fiery and as you. I know someone who also felt betrayed by someone they love, and I know they really do love fire and heat.
Oh?
I wouldn't mind at least introducing you to.
If nothing else, you could make a friend.
Yeah, make a friend.
They're gonna have a kid, and it's gonna like melt the world.
Where would I find this amazing person?
Their name is Emru. They're at the Mithril Forge.
Oh, the heart of the forge, like in the bard songs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The one and only.
Oh,
She really loves fire and heat.
She does.
All right.
She even has a river of lava too. I don't know if you might like that.
Okay. Completely oblivious to her nudity. She breaks the embrace with you. She crawls over Andronikos, just booty in the air. Reaches down, opens this drawer in the bedside table. She takes out a ring of keys, and she hands it to Maya and says, "You will need this. There are prisoners in the dungeons."
Okay.
So nonchalant.
And then she starts to pack her things. She says, "Well, I will be going to the Mithril Forge, I suppose."
Do you mind giving us the lyre?
Oh, not yet. And she says, "Nemertes, to me." And you hear just bare feet just pounding up stone stairs, like. And Nemertes throws herself on the ground in front of her, worshipfully. And she says, "Nemertes, you are the first that I will release from bondage." And she does like a thrum on the lyre, and Nemertes looks around. And she kind of gasps. And she looks up at Euria, and she looks around and she says, "What have you made me do? You had me trick and betray my fellow countrymen. You are a monster." And she kind of starts scrabbling away. And Euria says, "No, you are free now. You may do whatever you want." And Nemertes says, "Well, then I want you to be destroyed, creature, for the things that you've done and the things that you let me do." And she turns to you, brave heroes, and says, can't you do anything?" And Euria, you can see the heat start to rise again. And she says, "No, you don't understand. I am saying you are free. You may do whatever you want."
I'll turn to her and say, Euria, remember how I said that not humans come in all shapes, sizes, and are different. I told you not all of them will do it. Will be about it. And then I turn to Namira, says, "We are trying to get all of you free. So we'll go ahead and leave. We'll take care of it."
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Oh no, I'm not really good at this.
Can I assist?
Yes.
And
do it with
sort of-
advantage because the group is working together. But Maya's taking the lead, so she's gonna be the one that makes the check.
Right.
Yeah. I'm supposed to mediate between Fae and humans, so let's see what happens. All right.
Now, Maya, this is a classic case of Fae not having an alignment or an alignment system.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, shit. All right. Euria, you see the lights kind of cool down again. And she says, I don't even want to participate in this. I don't care what these people do. A bunch of stupid malakas. And she says, here, you may have the lyre, but perhaps wait until I have left before you free them.
That's excellent and wise advice.
Okay, we'll do.
Okay, do you just hang out for like the 20-ish minutes it takes her to pack her bags?
We'll have to, because we
I'll-
don't want it to devolve into a fight.
Yeah, what I'll do is in that time I'll just go ahead and free Sibo only.
Okay, so you head back downstairs. Sibo's deep in that like 40-plus person mosh pit, I believe.
Or he comes up for air every couple minutes.
Oh, no, that
There
sounds
he
like
is,
an
right.
investigation check.
Grab him quick,
Or get Sibo out of there.
or it'll wade in.
Okay.
Fish out Sibo.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
What have you done?
All right, Maya, do you just give it a thrum?
You're done with the ball pit, Sibo.
Mm-hmm. Just
All
once. I guess what I'll do just to
Give
make
me,
like,
give me a performance check.
Well, I was gonna say is after she's gone, I want to like just do it in small chunks, not everybody
Okay.
all at one time.
Sure.
Julian, are you anybody else here good at playing these instruments?
I accept proficiency in entire groups of instruments. So if you do have musical instrument proficiency, you can be proficient in strings, percussion. You know what I'm saying? Because anyone that is a musician in real life or knows a musician in real life, you know that there's bleed over, right? Like if you know how to play one wind instrument, you're gonna be pretty good at playing the other wind instruments as well. Not maybe
I'm not
as good,
proficient, but I mean, I've done okay playing around with some of Kyra's instruments she's lent me.
Well, wait a second. Okay, well, I forgot. I didn't make the insight check, so I don't know about Julian. Her being scared, Julian will take this thing to crazy. So, I'll hand it to Julian. And said, see if you can just free a few people at a time, so that we don't have a. I've seen many
mass
times
panic,
where mass panic happens after some fake creature enthralls a lot of people.
Okay. Now, Andronikos, what are you up to while they are kind of discussing the instrument?
I'm just gonna watch Euria and make sure that she doesn't get distracted.
Okay. Seeing you watching her, she says, "You are quite handsome.
Thank you.
You are of the ocean, yes?
Yes, I'm a Triton.
Oh. Do you know any oceanids? They are ocean nymphs. I'm sure you've met a couple at least.
Yes, I do actually.
I think you met that one inside the roost at one time.
Oh, no. Do you so in the songs from the bard, it is said that you blasphemed against the 5 gods.
Define blasphemed against.
Okay. She begins to sing you this song. It's sort of a folk punk metal song that's basically Andy Don't Care. And it's basically like when you confronted Kyra about the gods not being very good at being gods, and apparently that entire conversation got put to very angry, almost kind of screamo music.
I hadn't heard that one yet. That did happen.
Oh, well, good for you. The 5 gods, they are a bunch of crybabies.
Fair enough.
Okay. You do see that whatever this, she has a bag. It's similar to Kyra's bag, and she's just like Mary Poppins, like just stuffing shit into this bag. Just kind of stuffing things in there. You see like just fistfuls of gems, drachmae, like some fine art pieces. She's just emptying this chest into this bag.
I'll just start helping. So like she's going through one end table, and I'm like, this thing too? Yeah, okay, here, and just toss it over.
Oh no!
Okay.
Any cool weapons up there?
Let's see.
Well, there is this cool instrument of the bards.
Oren, you want to go check out downstairs?
Ooh, downstairs.
I guess I'll give Orin the keys so he can unsave save the prisoners.
All right. Yeah, or after he fishes out Sibo, you clear his mind. We'll head down.
All right. Julian, give me a performance. I would allow dexterity or charisma for this.
Oh, I'm using charisma.
Okay.
I don't think my perfume of bewitching applies because that's just on persuasion or deception, I think. No, it's advantage on all charisma checks directed at humanoids of challenge rating 1 or lower.
Okay. Yeah, most of these people are definitely in that category. Like the huge majority of them.
Oh, in that case, that perfume gives me advantage. Sweet.
All right. Okay. Yeah, so what happens is most of them just start falling asleep.
So, like, I'm putting people to sleep. I don't get the sense that I'm
you don't feel like you're breaking the charm. You're just sort of putting them to sleep. Like you're activating parts of the magic from the instrument, but you have no idea like what you're doing exactly.
Do I feel like if I use that factspiration that might do the trick?
Oh, I mean that would certainly help. Yeah, I mean
it would probably depend on what you rolled.
Yeah.
Well, it was a private roll, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the best part about private rolls. When they designed Bardic Inspiration and Cutting Words, it was very much designed around. Yeah, it was and Shield. They were designed around the old school practice of the DM having hidden rolls behind a DM screen. It is in the new meta, as it were, of VTT, where you could see all the rolls. That those particular spells and abilities became insanely good. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna add the factspiration to see if I can break the spell.
That's a D6, right?
D8.
Oh, D8. Ooh.
Okay. You do manage to break the spell on Sibo, who was your main target, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But sort of as a side effect, some of the nearby people of very low HP and very low CR just kind of like fall asleep.
Okay.
All right.
Is it working correctly, Julian? I don't.
As you and Orin head downstairs,
really
you see a medium minotaur and you see a big minotaur. They are sitting at the table having a conversation. The conversation is, "I'm really tired." And it's like, well, I mean, go to sleep. And then this guy's like, well, I wish I had a bed. And then this guy's like, I mean, we could ask for a bed. Oh, intruders! And he looks up and he sees you guys.
No, we're on the level. Euria is freeing the prisoner. And
that's great. No, no.
He's gonna hold up the keys so they can see.
Oh, well, they got the keys. And then the unsophisticated minotaur's like, well, I mean, they do have the keys. That means they either are on the level or they killed the boss. I don't. Did you kill the boss?
No, she's fine.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Guidance.
Good thing I woke up Sibo.
I'm not sure what's on my hand as I touch you, but I definitely touch you.
Okay.
Hey, you were in the bath.
This guy says, well, if you're really working for the boss, tell me something only the boss would know.
By the time Sibo was ready to be fished out, Orin would have counted how many? I guess how many people were involved in the orgy upstairs? He would give that information.
Oh, okay. Oh, this Minotaur looks at this Minotaur, and this Minotaur's like, I mean, would have seen everyone upstairs. They could have counted everyone.
It's something
We
the
need
boss would
something-
know, though, isn't it?
Oh, no, he made it too easy. Oh, something else.
She likes it when people sing happy birthday on her birthday.
Oh. They
You did say
do
that, yes.
they do a Minotaur huddle. That sounds pretty good.
I was gonna start going to the door.
Well, how would I know her birthday? She was born from a volcano. And then this one's like, that's why they're obviously on the level, because they know she was born from a volcano. And then they both turn to you and say, okay. And then they sit back down at the table.
Nice. Yeah, thumbs up to see.
Oh, that's a secret entrance.
Okay, they're like
You
prisoners.
can unlock it if you want.
Oh yeah.
You open it. There's a bunch of vines and shit there. Leads into a secret passage.
It's a
inside
fire
the hill.
hazard. Should get this cleared out. And then we'll close it.
Oh, you hear a guy. He shouts at you from a pit in the floor. He's in there with a fucking skeleton.
Oh god.
And he's like, "Help! Help me, please! That woman is crazy. Help me! Are you there? Oh, you!" He's gonna do a feign check. Who are you? What did someone hurt you? Something happened to your eye, sir.
I'm getting you out of here. Calm down, and we'll toss down a rope.
Thank the 5. Oh, my prayers to Pythor have been answered.
Should have been praying to Valis.
Versi sent us.
I mean, I tried a lot, but you know, I thought Pythor would be like send heroes, maybe.
Maybe if there's potatoes here.
All right, he's 10 feet down.
Way to freak the fuck out the commoner. He has no clue what we're talking about.
Oren, how could you possibly help this man get out of the pit? It's 10 feet deep.
I already said you got the rope out. Are you kidding me? It's already in hand.
Yeah. Okay. He wraps the rope around his wrist and gives it a tug, indicating that you should pull him out because he does not want to have to climb out of this pit himself.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
Gotta pull him out.
Okay. The man is naked, and he is a little embarrassed about his nakedness. And he looks very hungry, and he says, "She was starving me. She was angry because I didn't, I guess, fall for her enchantments. And then when I tried to hold her accountable for her actions, she beat me up, and she took my clothes and she threw me in this pit. And then she had these two malakas." And he starts to raise his voice. He's like, "Oh, I'm a commoner with 2 hit points. Were very kind to me." And he backs up.
You are wiser than most, and you should be able to get your things above. We've handled
Hey,
your.
are you saving people? Because I need to be saved.
Yeah. Orin will go around and he'll lower the rope to each one in turn.
All right. This woman says that her name is Daphis. She wants to know if her brother Pamin is okay.
Ah, yes, actually, we came across him. He's the one that informed us what was going on here. He is taking respite with the Oracle at Versi's temple.
Ah, I see. Well, he is. Wait, so he sent you to rescue me?
He did, more or less.
Ah. Excellent. Thank you. She looks over at the Minotaurs and scowls. And no thanks to you too. And they just kind of shrug. Hey, we're just getting paid. I mean, this is our job. And if it was easier for Minotaurs to find job, we wouldn't have to do this, you know? Yeah, that's what he said, yeah. And they kind of like get very defensive about the whole situation. The last guy that you help is just completely insufferable, and he's like, finally. I see that. Oh, he dies because he's a commoner.
Oh,
He doesn't. Yeah, no. All right, so you don't push him back down.
No.
Okay. He says, "I will need my clothing immediately."
Well,
So,
there's
so
stairs and you've got legs, so get to it.
All right.
Yeah.
He pushes past you, goes upstairs. Disgusting. All right. So yeah, that's the prisoner situation. As that's winding down, she finishes packing her bags and she says, well, I guess that's that. If it doesn't work out with me in this Emru, I will not give up my quest. I will find love. Or else.
Well, I don't know about or else.
Or
Well, that
else.
almost
Love.
very
You'll
possible.
find love. It may take some time. These things do, finding the right partner, and just be genuine with them.
Yeah, getting up
I
to
think
the
that's
top.
the key thing.
So I'm understanding this right. You set up the evil salamander with a vengeance against dwarves with the lava nymph.
I had nothing to do with that. That was all Maya.
Yeah.
I think it's well done. Should be a good match.
Meanwhile, Vulcan is like that grandpa who you keep sending all of your delinquent friends. You're like, oh, did your parents kick you out? You could crash at my grandpa's place. And you just keep sending like more and more weirdos to like the Mythical Forge.
Yeah, Julian at some point will take Sibo aside and say, you should probably look at a heads up that Euria is coming by.
Oh, make it a
Alright.
surprise. Keep the old man young.
I feel like.
Do you
I feel like
really
Yuri will
want
probably-
that pissed off monster angry at us? Either of them, either Vulcan or her.
I think Amber would be happy for the company.
Mhm.
I don't think she would mind the company. I'm just worried what might happen to us.
When you finish freeing everyone from their enchantments, which either puts them to sleep or takes some time, after you're after you're sure that Euria has left, do you get the B team and bring them in, or do you what is the play after she is safely away?
I think
I wanna
we
know-
want to bring in
I say
Kyra.
safely because she was one of the most intense fights that your Monday cousins had. So,
She's got lava. I mean, there's a lot of civilians around.
Yeah, lava, a lot of civilians. I don't. She was about to explode.
all right.
Tiny room.
Philippa,
I'm not
got a
gonna lie,
broken
I was
got a
really
broken arm for
hoping that
this.
whoever played the instrument would take psychic damage because they weren't tuned to it.
Well, interestingly enough, Julian was able to play it without any incident. No, I don't believe anyone else has tried to play it.
I don't
Yes,
think we need to tempt fate, do we?
I'm not interested in it.
I've never been one for. I've never been good at.
It's a little hard to fret and strum at the same time.
All right, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming that after she's gone, we'll bring everybody else in and then give the instrument back to Kira.
Try to talk these minotaurs into joining us.
All right, yeah. You hand it back to Kira. She gives it a quick strum. The enchantment breaks on all the people, and it's sort of bedlam at that point. This is very much an abuse of enchantment charm magic. If player characters did this, it would be very problematic, etc., etc., etc. The bad guys are bad guys. That's why they're bad guys to do bad things. Blah blah blah.
It was just a lowering inhibition.
Yeah,
Yes.
we were letting them out small groups at a time.
Oh well.
Not
Oh, well.
anymore.
So they are like yelling at each other. Some of them are crying. Some of them are like, the orgy doesn't have to end. Winky face.
We'll separate them into groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The ones that are good to keep going, they'll have their own room.
So it basically boils down to a few groups. There are groups of people who feel that they were taken advantage of, that they were betrayed, that their agency was taken away, that sort of thing. It does come out that no one participated in anything that they would not have felt comfortable doing. So there were people that were not into having mad crazy orgies. Those are the people who are dressed as guards and bandits. They are not, a lot of those people, guards and bandits. But Euria was like, well, if you're not into it, then I'm just going to have you guys be guards, was kind of the situation. So there are a number of guards. The Minotaurs were completely of their own free will, just working as mercenaries. They were not charmed at all. They're just mean mercenaries. Like they, willing to do it. Yeah.
Or just like misunderstood. Because I feel like the Minotaurs are getting the short end of the stick in this setting.
They feel that there weren't a lot of good job prospects. This woman was very wealthy. Apparently, she's some kind of retired, a famous musician. She had a lot of money, and she was willing to pay them well. And they helped. Maybe not great for their case, but they proudly boast that they helped kidnap some of the first acolytes that were brought here.
Perhaps you shouldn't share that with everyone else in here. They're all pretty raw emotionally, and I wouldn't go boasting about that, fellas. I understand it's a hard economy. It's a really fucking hard economy.
Keep that off
and
your
let's face
resume.
it, humans are dicks. And, they haven't been treating Minotaurs well. And I understand a job is a job is a job. However, discretion might be the best thing to do here. And, things have gotten a lot better recently. The Heroes of Prophecy recently, broke up the Minotaur slave trade. Things are getting a lot better. In Mitros.
Yeah?
Yeah. And perhaps you should head there looking for work.
Okay. They kind of nod to each other, and then they'll head out. Now, another group of people is a little embarrassed that they kind of fell for this the situation, and they admit that they came here because they heard it was a spicy sex club, and they certainly got they got more than they bargained for. But this definitely took things too far, and they have a life they need to get back to, and all of that. Then there's a group that is so sad that it's over. They're just so sad that it's over. They're like, I guess this means we have to go back to our jobs and our families, and they just stare sadly down at the floor.
I mean, if you all want to continue doing your thing, you certainly can. But I mean, without Euria here to provide, sustenance and wine. I mean,
Well,
I don't know what to tell you.
This tower's still here, so maybe you guys can go back to your lives, and then when you feel like it, meet up here.
Oh, they're like, oh, like a secret club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so long as everyone's adult and consenting, meet on, Saturday nights or something. I don't know.
All right. Nemertes, she excitedly begins to write down everyone's contact information. So that's the whole thing that's happening.
Well, there you go. Your first hostess. She
Warren
seems,
gives-
up for the challenge.
Warren changes one digit.
All right. But overall, the people who were able to be influenced by the instrument were well treated. I mean, honestly, they were like in the perfect Matrix scenario that kept breaking because it was too good. I mean, there was just milk and honey, wine and sweetmeats, and just making love all day, and beautiful music, and hot bath, and I mean, it was honestly like an idyllic life, like when Circe in the Greek myth, she and her girls kept the crew there for a long time, and then one of them actually checked the clock and was like, oh shit, it's been 3 months, we gotta go, and then she turned everybody into animals. Most of them were like, oh yeah, I guess it's over now, I guess we gotta go back to our lives. A lot of them are trying to get the ornery batch, the ones that are just so mad about the whole situation. They're trying to get them to swear oaths that they'll never talk about what happened here. What happened in the Autumn Tower stays in the Autumn Tower. But the ornery crowd is no, everyone must find out of the treachery of this nymph. And they kind of, it's like a argument going three ways. The middle ground group is just like, well, I mean, there were people who were taken prisoner that did not, and they kind of motion to the guards who are just naked except for like bandit hoods and hats on, because no one, they've been naked for so long, nobody's thought to like, put their clothes back on. You do see the three most recent people kind of part from the crowd. And they go to Nemertes and they say, how could you have done this to your fellow countrymen? You betrayed us.
Hold on. She was under the influence of things as well. You can't blame her for this.
This bald guy says, if anything, we are to blame. We knew that this was going to be dangerous, or not dangerous, but we knew what we were coming into to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, but I can understand being upset about losing control, having that choice taken away from you. That is pretty frustrating.
Turning to the ornery group, and they want to let everybody know what happened here. I'll say like yes, what happened to you all here was horrible, and I think it is a good thing to make sure it is known. But and she'll turn to the group that wants to keep going and say, like how you want this to keep going, and these over here want to make sure that people know that this happened, so people like them, it doesn't happen to them again. No, I think it's fine for both of you to have different takes on this.
You hear a gasp, and from downstairs. Anybody downstairs, or is this conversation happening upstairs, or is it like what? It seems like
I think most.
I feel like we're all kind of sorting things out in
the middle,
on the main level.
Okay. Then you hear a gasp, and you look into the coat room, and you see a very scandalized Corinna looking at all of these naked people. She's just kind of looking around the room like.
I'll turn to Corinna and wave.
Okay. She waves back.
Why are you still naked?
Uh-huh.
And she just steps back outside.
Okay, good.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You might want to go put on some. You know what? I'm going to put on some clothes as well.
I mean, I'm always like this when I'm a spider. So.
Well, yes. So.
Fair.
Looking at the gas,
it's around on your shoulder, naked.
Oh, shut up! You've done far worse.
And from what I understand from your crime drama adventure, she was all up in them clothes, naked.
Andronicus is not worse. Why would you call him worse? He's great.
Madam, what are your intentions for my baby boy?
What do you mean?
Make an honest man of
I
him.
have to do this now.
He's like rolling his eyes so hard in the background that he thinks he probably strained a muscle. Can we go back to not knowing?
You very subtle, getting naked next to my son.
I mean, you've gotten naked next to his best friend. One of his best friends.
She blushes, says, yes, just the one. You're right, just the one. All right.
Actually, aren't we all?
Anyways, go get and check out these people.
Wait, just the one?
All right. So, yeah.
Turn to Julian.
All right. It takes.
I'm just as confused as you are.
It takes all night to sort this shit out.
Siva walks out.
Try.
But in the end, Jesus Christ. In the end, Corinna and Corinna and the rest of the B team decide to camp outside at Helise's insistence. And it takes all night, but you get everybody's clothes sorted out. And overall, Euria, either in her haste to pack or just because she doesn't have very good attention to detail, she did leave behind a stash of roughly 400 ish drachmae in personal effects, money, that sort of stuff. Like the people kind of argue that was theirs, that was their pocket money, and then of course the lying starts, where some people are like, well, I had this much money, and on and on and on, seeing this as an opportunity to try to be maybe compensated more than they actually had. It's a whole thing. Euria obviously kept no books on her brainwashed cult. They just sort of dumped out everybody's belongings and just was like, okay, well, this is mine now.
So we just divided evenly amongst them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only fair way to do it. And
Okay.
honestly, if anyone starts talking shit, Julia just fires off a firebolt in the sky. Listen, we're going to do this fairly. No one's going to lie or steal or cheat. We're trying to fix this for everyone. It's going to be split evenly amongst you all. That's that.
Okay. You guys work late into the night to divvy up the wealth, the clothing, and all of that equally. With a group this large, it is unlikely they would be attacked on their way back to the Sour Vintage, which is the closest settlement.
We gotta head back to get the rafts anyway.
Okay, so you're gonna escort them back, kind of deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Crash, quick question.
Yeah.
When Corinna saw everyone's nudity and the
Mhm.
situation at hand, granted, it wasn't coitus interruptus, but did she seem pretty scarred by it, or was it just she was
No.
embarrassed?
She just saw, it was more like amused, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Just like that
alright.
there's all these just naked people basically arguing with each other and being sad, and it was just a weird thing to see. That was the gasp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
wanted to understand.
I mean, trust me, her innocence hasn't been destroyed. Like her girlfriend was turned into a monster. I mean, that probably destroyed her innocence more than anything else.
I know,
So,
but it's
yeah,
not so much that I'm trying to protect her fragile mind or anything. It's just she's been through some shit,
Yeah.
and something could set her off, and maybe she needs to talk to someone, and not necessarily Julian, but just if we can see if she needs to talk to
she's fine. She
somebody.
didn't see the people locked in the basement and all that other craziness.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah. All right. Yeah. So then you guys, I guess it would go into the next day.
Take a short rest.
Yeah, when we sleep.
He just wants to burn his second wound.
Okay. Let's see. So I'll put you guys around the 26th then. Okay. So you guys just head on back. At this point, I'll just take you back to the start page. And you drop the people off at the Sour Vintage. Atala is extremely pleased that you not only were able to rescue these people, but that you gave them all money and then brought them to her.
This woman here, she says she's great at fixing broken walls.
All right. I mean, there's like 80 people, so for sure, amongst all those people, there's got to be somebody that's good at it.
I'll introduce her to Nemia, right? And say this person seems really good at coordinating people. I don't know if you might want to
Project manager.
Nemerites?
Nemerites.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. So overall, well executed. Well executed. Yeah.
That's
You never see. Sorry. You haven't seen the loot since it was thrummed and the spell broken on the people. You've seen it nowhere. You would assume, I guess, that Kyra has it on her person.
It only took 3 times. Just go in and talk it out,
Mm-hmm. I think this was the easiest. I think this was the
Comparatively, yes.
comparative. I think this was our best.
We know what to expect.
To be fair, I wasn't there for it, but you guys did try to go. You went in with the intention of asking after what happened with the first.
Oh yeah, the elephant.
The first one we did ask too. we went through and asked, and then he
Well, not
got
before we did like the whole covert operation.
Well, we thought there was something rotten in Denmark, and we went in and I killed somebody, and at the end
Start
he was just
dropping
like,
hypnotic
that was the first one.
Yeah.
yeah. And
Anyway.
then with Boreas, there, it was the elephants.
I think it's when we
Alright.
caught when he was trying to say that he didn't have the instrument, and then when we caught him with the instrument, he turned on us.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well done. Yeah. I say we head out in the morning then. Get back on the river.
mm-hmm.
Tycon
Might
and
as well.
Folon will meet us farther downriver then, I imagine.
They will try. They will try.
Well, do we want to wait to see if they can join us? I mean,
it's going to be a couple of days for them to get to the forge, then however long it takes for the weapon to be redone.
Need to hurry, Julian. The great games are coming.
Sorry, not the weapon, the belts to be repaired.
I
So
knew what you meant.
yeah,
The great games are coming, Julian. They're coming soon. We need to go.
That is true.
What is
You-
happening to my token?
I'm trying to figure that out too. That's wild.
Oh man. You got
What?
Bless and Frozen. Okay, there you go.
That was
I
weird.
was gorgeous.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that brings up a good point. And Halise will actually probably voice this one. She'll say, should we just, I don't know, tell them not to worry about it and to wait for us at the forge? Or
Well, we're going to be heading back to Mitros for the game, so maybe they'll wait for us in Mitros. Maybe they can get prepared for the game.
I just don't want Tycon and Folon to try and follow us, and then it's just the two of them going into a dangerous place. like-
true.
We ourselves decided to take the rafts down the river because of the wyverns and the treacherous Oldwood and the dangers of sailing along the coast. But what if those two try any of those things?
Yeah, it might be better just to have them take a rain check. Maybe they can spend some time in Astoria.
Well, Folon, I mean, if he has his champion spirit back, they are both athletes. Maybe they can just prepare for the games.
Sounds good to me. Any objection?
Do either of them have their name in Sibo's book?
Vulcan.
He's got Vulcan.
name.
Vulcan.
Yeah, okay.
So he
yeah.
can alert Vulcan to tell them that they should go to Mitros.
Yeah.
And that will keep them safe.
Tell
Yeah,
him
I
they
have no idea what's going on with Foundry. Like, I lost the chat log. It's weird.
No, I think he just deleted chat.
Yeah.
tell them they've got a.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Yeah.
like that entire bar. I can't find it.
I'll tell Vulcan to tell about whatever Folon and them to,
also mention. Oh yeah, there's a lava nymph on our way as well.
and yeah, that as well.
Or yeah,
I'm sure Vulcan will be thrilled.
We'll let you know if there's any more people we find that we can send over.
she might help with forging.
She might, but I kind of feel like maybe Euria's going there with the expectation. Like, we didn't tell her that Vulcan and Emru have a pre-existing relationship that may have been reestablished.
She's that.
So
seems like she can't really handle the polyamory.
We may have just inadvertently created a love triangle,
That's for
or
Vulcan to sort
created
out.
a tremendous foe at our backs.
Well, they need a little spice in their life, you know. They can.
You're assuming the ire stays over at the forge. She could just be like, "Hop! I'm coming to kill you."
Well, that's a
From
problem
my,
for
from my
future us.
perspective, Emru and Vulcan are just friends.
Yeah, I think. They've kind of got like a Joker Harley Quinn relationship going on.
Wait, who does?
Vulcan and Ember.
What?
Really? You think so?
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, he did get her trapped in a hot tub for
That was the
centuries.
impression. Yeah, but no, I take that back because he was trying to get back, right? Like, and then there was the Cerberus, so he couldn't get back.
Well, it was more just like crippling depression over the death of his wife.
Mm.
It's a bit.
This
Ooh,
right
there,
here.
look at that. Yeah.
Wait,
Fear.
I just realized, is that me?
It is.
Yeah.
How do you draw a snake hair? Right?
Mm.
It's hard to do, right?
I don't know. I
Alright.
think he nailed it.
This is Sivo from his cannibal arc.
All right. So,
Yeah.
do you guys? It's a whole day to bring those people back. I'm assuming you stay again. It's our vintage. She lets you guys stay for
Yep.
free because you brought all this, clientele to her.
Are they in the fighting pit?
I mean, yeah, there's like 80 people here
Alright.
tonight. There's a lot of people fighting.
Warren
pit.
kicks down the new double doors. All right. Who's
Who wants
first?
harass?
Yeah.
All right.
Do I get any hit die back?
If you guys want to do it, well, you're getting a short rest. If you want to do another camp, you can. Because you are again heading out for extremely dangerous adventure. So
Maya could very easily whip something up in the kitchen to help with that hit die situation.
And
Yeah,
you also
I
get
would
one
go
for
for
just
it.
sleeping well too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
nice.
Well, it's gonna be. Oh shit.
Nice.
Okay.
Sleeping good.
really
Job
thought
well
so.
done. Watching Sibo, it really wore me out. I don't know how you do it, Sibo. Your endurance, everlasting.
It's that giant's blood in him.
And it's that and the maggots. It's definitely that and the maggots.
So it's
High protein diet.
bugs are a superfood. I've heard.
okay.
So yeah, I think we're just gonna rain check full on and Tycon, and then head out on the rat.
Is Andronicus up for training me again that night?
Yep.
Progress.
Okay. So that would bring you to the 28th and the river. Let me check that sweet weather. Hmm.
Is Italia still pissed off at Julian?
She told you she wasn't mad at you. Just because
Well,
there are going to be people in the world that just don't, this is going to be hard to hear, that just don't like you.
that's impossible.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's going to be.
You lie. You tell me lies.
man.
Perhaps another round then.
I know a handful.
What? What are you talking about?
I was
wow.
reading out loud. I was just reading out loud. Sorry.
No, I was. Yeah.
Fair.
We'll just let
Okay.
that one go. We'll let that one go.
Okay.
Julian's still very full of himself, though.
I think honestly, I think that might be something. All right. You know what? All right. Kyra is having drinks with Maya and Halise and Corinna because the drinking age in Thylea is 8. So yeah.
Oh come on! At 5, you get broken in on water and wine.
She looks over at Julian being capital T, capital G, that guy. As Atala is just trying her best to, because she's just grimacing through Julian's endless attempts to get this woman to be like friendly to him. And she says, I think this is going to be my first time doing mom shit.
Oh man.
All right.
And she's the last of the.
She downs the bowl of wine and then smashes the bowl against her forehead. There's a small trickle of blood as she walks up to Julian and she says, "Hey, sport. Sorry, Atala. Me and Julian we're just gonna talk about something over here. Julian, come here.
All right. Yeah.
So So what's happening here is you're making all the checks. You're doing all the things, right, that you need to do.
Yep.
There's just she kind of steeples her fingers over her mouth, and you can tell that she's trying real hard to figure out the best way to do this. She's like, "This is gonna be a hard thing for you to hear. It was a hard thing for me to hear when my mom told me. I didn't believe her at first, and I mean, I got in a lot of trouble. Got into a lot. I made a lot of trouble. I got a for real ass whooping. But I did
Wait,
learn.
are you threatening me?
No, well, I mean, I always am. I want you to know that. I want you to know that I'm always threatening. I'm always threatening everyone. I'm always threatening you. She kind of like puffs out her chest and she flexes her guns. You are pretty sure that she has a 12 strength score, which is nothing to laugh at in the bard community.
It is not, and she's also stronger than me.
Yeah. She says, so yeah, I mean, there's always big threatening energy here, all the time. But what I am trying to say is there's going to be people that you meet that no matter what you do, no matter how funny you are, or how charismatic, or how great of a performance, or however heroic your deeds, they're just not going to like you.
Oh, come off it. I mean, come on. There's always got to be something.
I mean,
there's always an angle. Come on.
it's just a chemistry thing. There's just sometimes like a person just rubs you the wrong way. I mean, here, example.
What?
A cast. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings here. A Castus. He's loved by tens of thousands of people in the city of
Yeah, I
Mitros.
still don't get it.
Right. Okay, you don't get it, right? But that's how it is. Like, you're loved by probably 100 people. Maybe. Well, I'm trying my best here. Okay, I'm trying to spread the word. You're loved
Wait,
by
me or everybody in the group?
well, both for sure. Like, yeah, like you guys are loved, but there's still gonna be people that like I just don't like those heroes of prophecy, or even worse, there's gonna be people that are just like I don't like that Julian guy. I know that out there's people that don't like Kyra, and there's definitely people that don't like Kira. I mean, that's just how it is. I think you got to start to be a little bit more aware of that,
Okay, well, whatever you say.
Okay. No, I mean, this is important because you got to know, you got to read the room. You're very insightful, and like your dad with that frog prank. Whew, man, that was good stuff. Anyways, yeah, like you're very insightful, and that's good. But you need to kind of listen to your own inner voice and know, what path to take. You can't just Uncle Pythor your way through people's emotions. Their emotional defenses. Gotta just kind of accept the smaller victories, the neutral territories sometimes.
And at the mention of you can't Uncle Pythor your way through things, Julie just sort of grimaces as like, oh, so that's what I'm doing.
Maybe a little bit. So it's okay.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Duly noted, and I will work on it.
Mm.
I'm not going to promise that I will be the best at it, or that it will that I can fix it right away. So just if I'm about to make an ass of myself, why don't give me a nudge?
Yeah, she looks at her hand like it's not hers, and then she slowly curls it into a fist, and then she slowly makes a punching gesture towards you, and she just taps you on the chin. And the whole thing is extremely slow and awkward. And she says, "No problem, champ."
You don't have to do that sort of thing. I mean, I'm an adult. I mean, look, I'm not saying I'm perfect and I've got everything figured out, and this is awkward for both of us because I met you as a person that wasn't my mother beforehand, and we've gone through some stuff. And let's face it, I'm learning a lot about your personal life that, probably most sons don't know about their mums. So, yeah, I appreciate you, taking me aside, giving me, the old, shit falafel, Peter thing. You're doing great. You're fucking this up, but, you're still great sort of deal. But I'm not a kid anymore. We're kind of past that.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Yep.
And
you're a man now, son.
No. It's that kind of thing. It's like, listen, just talk to me like before we knew we were,
sure,
mother and son, and it's not going to. So obviously, knowing that changes some things, but we're both, adults, and we were still feeling things out, and you don't have to feel like you got to, lay it on quite so thick.
I just, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that even though I wasn't there before, that I'm here now, and I'm trying my best, and that
I appreciate that, and I just,
maybe sometimes it might seem like like our mother-son interactions are out of sync with the timeline or whatever, but maybe I'm just kind of reaching back to those lost moments and kind of bringing them forward in time.
Okay, that's also fair. And I also want to apologize for kind of, manipulating you on the whole one thing. I feel kind of shitty about that.
No. Manipulating is important. That's a very important skill. Like don't ever.
No, yeah. I understand that. No, it's not the fact that it's not so much the manipulation that I'm ashamed of. It's the fact that you're my mother. And
no. It's fine.
We talked about not playing favorites.
No. I got the message. I'm a trash mother that abandoned you. And like I need to.
Right, that's what I was playing on, but that was a bit unfair.
You just need to buy my way back into your affections. No, I got it. I got the message. I understand. So I mean, I don't know if I'll ever be worthy of you and your love, but I will every day just try my best, and I'm always listening for things that you want, and then my vast personal fortune, I just keep just breaking into it and do whatever I can.
No,
I'm gonna make up. I'm gonna make up for that lost time, and it's gonna be. It's gonna be great, and I'm never gonna leave you, ever. And
Kyra, I would much rather have your company and your time than your money, because that was the things that I missed out on growing up. So I would like us to spend time together, and if the things that you're really into that you would feel comfortable sharing with me, share them with me. Maybe it's something new that I'm not familiar with, the whole musical instrument thing.
Sure.
I feel like that's something that I would like to learn, and if you want to share that with me, that would be awesome. But we're still kind of figuring things out, and I don't want you to feel like.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of bullshit that I didn't like have you learn any musical instruments, but I mean he did the best he could as a single father because his trash can wife abandoned him to be a single father. So, well, I mean I understand. Yeah, I get it. So it's fine. But yeah, sure, that'd be great. Yeah, like.
Wait, hold on a second. Wife? You guys got
married? No, we never got married, and that's even worse because I'm just basically his baby mama, and I just
No, that's very much a thing, right?
No, yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, it's just like I don't know. I mean, it's not like your Aunt Valis like compared me to your Uncle Pythor and said that I was super responsible in my promiscuous relationships were going to be the death of me and the whole family. And anyways, it's fine.
Yes, it's fine because you're alive. I'm alive. We're both
Exactly.
here.
Everything's great. Also, this has been killing me. And she just puts her thumb in her mouth and just like fucking pulls out like the biggest like Ghostbuster Slimer wad of like saliva, and she moves the thumb towards your face. She's like, "There's like a smudge."
What? Man, no, I've got magic. Where is it? Point it out, and I'll like. Oh,
And,
okay,
all right.
you're doing it.
She's gonna do a sleight of hand on you. It is a 37. Okay,
Is she gonna stick it in my ear?
She's
No,
a
I got
god,
it.
so you have advantage,
Yeah.
or something.
not get wet
no,
willy.
that's only if I'm like persuading or trying to understand.
Is
Oh,
somehow
not dodging booger.
the spittle is somehow both wet and is both hot and cold at the same time. And then she's okay, I got it. Well, anyways, it was good talk. It was good talk. I'm emotionally worn out, so I'm just gonna go. But
Well, I understand you need rest, but you know what would be funny is if we figure out a way to prank Auntie Valis.
yes, that would be good. That would be good. For when we all get back to Mitros.
Mitros for the Great Games, yes.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. I'll come up with something.
Excellent.
And she does not return to the ladies. She actually heads up the stairs to bed.
Once I'm sure she's gone, I'm just like, oh god, what? Get this off! This is disgusting.
It burns a little.
Seeing that the conversation is over, Andronicus will meet her on the way up the stairs
Oh,
and say two things.
all right,
One.
fine. We can hook up. That's fine. Let's go.
Three things.
All right.
One.
Oh my god!
No. The first thing,
Mm-hmm.
really, like grunge punk music about me calling out the five gods. Really,
Oh yeah.
that was the first time I heard that one.
Mm-hmm. What? And Andy really knows that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one.
Well, I wrote it as sort of a tribute to you having the guts. I mean, I could have just killed you instantly. Like,
I look at her 12 strength arms and say, well, I mean,
this is a dexterity edition.
that's true. That's true.
Mhm.
You
She's
do
got
have
a
a
point.
30 dexterity.
Yeah.
Second,
Uh-huh.
don't think that I haven't noticed that you haven't paid us for that nearest instrument yet.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Okay. Hold on. She reaches into her bag and she says, "Do you take off-world currency?"
Only if the exchange rate is in our favor.
If you could find a collector, this will definitely be worth your while. This is one of the rarest and most sought-after bits of currency I've encountered in all of my many travels.
No, Andronicus, don't take any crypto.
Is this going to be the Skull and Shackles thing where we try to convince the kobolds that copper's worth more than gold?
She
Oh my
takes a tiny green piece of cloth out, and she uncrumples it. A very strange, bug-eyed man stares out at you. Indecipherable runes are all over it.
I look at it and my
On
eye
the
look
back,
over.
it looks like a bunch of overprivileged dudes are handing in a homework assignment.
It's just I look at it for a little bit and I say this is worthless.
Yeah, no, you got me. You can't even spend it in the world it came from. Nobody really acknowledges that it fucking exists. That's why it's so magical. Whatever. Okay. Here
Yeah,
she
it
hands you. Oh, jeez. She hands you a sack of 500 drachmae. All right, but now that that's out of the way, number 3.
No, I wouldn't do that to Elise again.
Oh, I mean,
Not Julian. Who is that?
I have
Yeah,
my
not true.
lyre back. I could just make Khaleesi have a really sound sleep, if you know what I mean. I mean, she'd literally be sleeping. I'm not going to kill one of my followers. So it's...
Yeah, we're gonna give that back to Vulcan, and we're gonna have him destroy.
This was my birthday present? Oh.
We're gonna have him destroy that.
Oh my gosh. But if we collect all 4, they combine into a super instrument.
One-man band.
We're gonna have him lock it up then.
Hmm?
I mean,
It's a sousaphone.
do we
And
want to
if
level
one
up
of us
if one of you
party a bard.
dies, if one of you dies and rerolls as a bard, okay, they're gonna want this instrument. All right.
That's true.
That's fair.
Also, I don't know. Does Kyra level up as a member of our helping NPCs?
She's a freaking god.
She's a god. What? Yeah, she levels up in the same way that like Dash from The Incredibles stops like throttling his speed back to disguise himself as a adorable kid. Like, yeah. She says, "Well, okay. I mean, just saying, like, you know, I'm just the offer's on the table, and I mean, you sound like the offer's always going to be there. I mean, things happen, so, but you know, I understand. Like, it's cool. I mean." Yeah, I'm sorry. I should be more respectful. I know that you, I don't know, like to pretend you have a wife or whatever. So, I mean, I'll help you. I'll let you keep your cover story, man. She kind of pushes past you and heads upstairs.
I just shake my head and go back down to join everybody else.
Okay. All right. Khaleesi has been watching the exchange at the staircase fervidly. And Maya, you see a small secret smile on her face when Kyra goes up alone.
I'll
And she's,
elbow her a little bit.
she kind of elbows you back a little bit. And then Corinna's like, why are you, what is with the elbowing? What's going on with the elbowing?
I'll tell Corinne to come over here and elbow her a little bit.
Okay. All right. She laughs and she elbows you back, and then the 3 of you are just elbowing each other.
The woman's table.
Ancient Amazonian custom of I know what you're thinking about.
Yeah, and Andronicus walks past them on his way back to the table. And he's like, what is going on?
As you walk past, Acastia goes, "Meh."
He didn't go bra.
No, he did not go brah. Jesus Christ. That game's a fucking anyways. Yeah, and then she goes corporal blurp, because that's what the sounds that fucking animals make. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
That is a sacred goat.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so you guys finish your night there and you hop onto the river, head out.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the journey along the river from your current location is going to take.
Before this 500 gold just like disappears because I don't write it down,
Yeah.
I hand it off to Sibo.
Yeah.
Yep, I added it. We're good.
Okay.
300 added. Got it. No problem.
Old 200 gold into the party fund.
The skimming off the top by the accountant.
Seeing you taking that buddy and putting it in your bag, or handing it to Sibo, Atala looks at the 2 of you and says, "Oh, are you going to be paying your friend Julian's tab?" I
I think he said he wanted to do that himself in person.
And he's very adamant. He did not want to take the party funds for things that he purchased. So
she makes a sour face, and then she has one of her employees go to Julian and get his tab. And the person's like, Julian of Mitros, you understand that since you are leaving, and in this instance, the rumors are you are going to a very dangerous place that no one has returned from, Miss Atala is basically she wants you to clear your tab before you leave.
Yes, and
Well, according to the barkeeper last night, you had him crack open 100 drachmae bottle of wine before switching to the cheap stuff. So your bill for food and drink and room and board, it does come to 104 drachmae.
Julian's eyes will close, and he's just gonna like boil at the situation and not say anything because he knows he kind of did that to himself. And he's like, "Fine, fine. Take me to where I need to pay. Do I pay the proprietor? Do I pay you?
Just pay me, sir. It's fine.
Do I get the sense that like they're gonna take the money and like it's not gonna get to?
Oh, you can give me an inside check.
Yeah.
18%'s already been added.
Yeah, you know this guy's on the level. Like, yeah. I mean, you could even see Atala kind of stealing glances over at this exchange from
All right.
Yeah, across the room. Yeah.
All right.
Julian
will grudgingly reach into a pocket inside his cloak, and he'll produce the required amount.
Okay. With that, your business is done here at the Sour Vintage. It will take about a day and a half to reach the Deadfalls via raft, which is, pretty good time, actually. All right. So, the first day of travel along the river is exciting. The centaurs have never been on a boat or something similar. When they come to a river, they just all swim across. So this sustained travel on the thing has continued to be a very exciting adventure for them. So Corinna is determined not to run over any animals this time. So she went to bed pretty early, and she's like kind of jumping between rafts to kind of like check in different directions, climbing up the little mast on each of the rafts to get like a better vantage point. She's giving it 110%, going real hard. During the first day of travel, you do see, once you leave the more civilized lands, you do occasionally see high overhead the silhouettes of scorpion-tailed dragons. They seem to be lacking any forelimbs, and they are just kind of making a horrible screaming roar across the sky as they kind of make their way to and fro. They are quite a distance, but Kalik readies her 600-foot range bow. And you see Hirak kind of put his hand on the bow, and she just sighs. Hey.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure you'll get a chance to use it.
All right. As the journey continues, the day is calm. There's not any crazy wind or anything, and you guys find a sort of alcove, almost a little cave along the shoreline of the canyon that you guys find yourselves in by nightfall, and set up camp for the night. This is a damp cave. It is loud because it is next to the river, and there is the screams of mating wyverns in the night. The DC for everything is 10. You don't have to make a camp because you have enough people here that are proficient to do so, but that is the best that they're going to come up with. So, because just with all the ambient noises and distractions and whatnot. Overall, unless a creature comes out of the river or flies down, finds your little alcove, and then decides to fight you guys in the cave, you should be okay for the night. You might not need your best person on watch unless you are concerned about something coming out of the river.
So you're saying we can leave Sibo on watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whoever thinks that they could do okay with a DC 10 sleep check and difficulty checks and all that, because doesn't your well rested go away when you sleep? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'm good.
Okay.
Sibo's been pretty good on watch. It's Orin. It's not good for watch.
Okay, so Adronicus, are we doing more battle axe training, or is that going to be on hold for now?
Nope, that's good.
All right.
Alright. So we got a camping check. I'll do a survival. Or we gotta make camp first, right?
Yeah, I will too. Survival.
Alright, survival.
No, I think he said we don't have to make camps because we have enough people here that
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Between the centaurs and Corinna and
You auto got a DC 10 campsite just because
Gotcha.
it's so secure.
Yeah.
And there's really not a lot to do, right?
Okay,
Like there's no trees to go and get wood from. You can't like clear, you don't really need to clear anything.
Alright. Orin will
You guys are
relax
basically
until
like you're basically like river rafting down the Grand Canyon at this point, because
Oh,
you've
yeah.
entered into some really hilly, like high walled canyon territory at this point.
Maya says that I wasn't able to cook tonight. Sorry. Maybe next
It's
night.
alright.
As he like throws what she made down the.
No, it's really not that burnt.
well,
No,
hold on.
Etiquette sees you heading towards the river and lets out bugling cries.
I mean,
I'll give him a hard look and see if I see the other creature in there.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Insight.
Yeah. You see the second entity, and it's looking at you pleadingly. Please don't let this creature eat this. I'll have to taste it.
Okay, I give it to Atticus.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Atticus enjoys it immensely, and the eyes behind the eyes wince in agony as it tastes your horrible cooking.
I could have saved that. With
Atticus,
investigation.
whose entire species likes to eat rotten carrion, thinks that your cook is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, these are obviously like modern rafts, but this will give you a good sense of what things are looking like.
Okay.
With a bit more vegetation, growing on the cliffs. But yeah, that is a really good depiction of what you guys are up to right now.
Nah.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Okay. Now, with your night complete, you can make your Constitution saves DC 10 to see if you gain a good night's rest.
Oh no.
You might have to sleep at a cost. And I have advantage because of bedroll.
Yeah, if you have bedroll, you would do it with advantage.
Oh, I do have a bedroll.
Yeah.
We'll double check that.
Oh, I hope to God by now everyone has bedroll.
Yes, I do. It's in my backpack.
Hype.
It says so right on my character sheet.
Okay. So that night, Sibo, Kyra approaches you and says, "Can you? You're on watch, right?
I am.
Have you checked all along the shoreline?
Depending on the check I just rolled, I believe I did.
We should check it again. I'll come with you.
Oh, okay, sure.
Please hop into secret chat.
Okay.
Shoreline. Kyra prankster. Oh no. Sibo's fear of water. Oh no.
It'll be fine. Also, I'm now 34% of the way done on leveling up my axe skill.
Ooh, nice.
God, we're still only that far.
Hey, I mean, we committed some solid time to this,
yeah.
so it's good.
I'm still I'm only 5
Like
out of
11
70.
more days of this, and then we're halfway there.
I'm 5 out of 70 on my cooking.
It's coming up great.
I honestly think, like, if we reach a point where we don't have to do research on things, you maybe, like, take a cooking course. Maybe Maya takes a cooking course.
Yeah, and then you need a training montage.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I did with my my week with Andronicus when we had that long rest week.
Yeah, if we have a long, if you do a long rest week on it, then you end up getting, like, 10. 10%. Yeah.
Oh, 10%. It was like,
Yeah.
10 days? Like, the fuck?
No, 10%.
Okay, yes, 10%.
So 7 days for me.
Right. No, it's the same thing for anybody because again, it's that 70. You got to have those 70 days of training.
Oh, wait a second! I just realized I have a +1 on it, so it'll be 60 days.
Wait, what?
Because it's 10 minus your int score is the number of weeks you need.
Oh, wait, because that's an intelligence skill, right?
No, I think if you're training for anything, it's 10. It's 10 weeks as base, and then plus your int score. So if you have negative int, then it adds more. It adds more. Yeah, minus your int score.
That's what it puts
your
in the cards.
Not score. Not score. Modifier. Sorry.
Right. So your intelligence is 12.
Yeah.
Oh, so in that case, I'm almost halfway there. If that's the case, because then my intelligence modifier is a +2.
So you would need
so you'd remove 2
weeks of your
2 weeks. So I want to double check that with Crash.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's not the same for learning a weapon skill, but I know most skills.
I will run that by him, but if that's the case, then I'm almost halfway there.
Sweet.
Because I've got 24 days committed to this so far, and if I can be up and running in less time, I'll take it. But I don't want to. I'm already being that guy with roleplay. I want to be that guy on a technical thing. And I'm almost too afraid to ask, like, what's the deal with... Does anyone remember what the deal is with the misfortune and fortune tokens?
When we long rest, you take away... You either gain 50 gold per fortune, or you lose 50 gold per misfortune.
Oh, shit. That's annoying.
Well, I mean, I think it's actually 10 times your level. So for us, since we're level 5, 50 gold.
That's even more annoying. Oh, because my character hates giving up money.
Yeah.
Oh no. Kara took Sibo out back.
No. So yeah, I think I might end up getting a elemental adept once we get to 8.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that might be a good choice.
You can see if Crash house rules that that lets you damage ones with immunity. Because by default it only works on resistance.
Yeah, it only works resistance. Yeah.
It's a really common house rule though, because
to downgrade an immunity to just a resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, or I could just have spells that aren't fire.
No. When you specialize, you specialize.
It's too late. The choice has been made.
I played a Wildfire Druid through most of Mad Mage. Definitely had Elemental Adept. Didn't come up as often as I would have liked, but worth having.
Yeah. At level 8, I'm going to take Skilled Expert, and I'm swapping around I'm dumping twin spell for subtle spell because I'm tired of this. Well, I can tell you're casting a spell bullshit.
Oh no. I'm gonna take observant.
I knew it was gonna be a potential risk because everyone was like, subtle spell's the best online. I was doing research for sorcerers, but I was like, well, I don't know what situations I'm gonna run into, but I was thinking like with fights, being able to juice Ornn and Andronicus is pretty good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
now sorcery.
So that was my rationale for twin spell.
Yeah, now spellcasting is so limited that twin spell kind of eats up a lot of points.
It really does. Like it eats up a lot of points, and
Are you doing slots or spell points?
so I have spells. I have sorcery points, and I have spell slots.
Okay, so yeah, you're doing slots, normal slots and spell and sorcery points.
Yeah.
Because I remember Crash saying that he was like, if somebody plays a sorceress, he'll give them the choice of whether they want to use full spell
Oh yeah, I
points.
forgot about that.
Yeah, full spell points or slots and sorcery points.
Yeah, full spell points is more of a pain in the ass to track, but ends up being
That was
better.
why I was like, I'll just play a regular sorcerer
Yeah.
than trying to do something fancy schmancy. Because I mean, when I first started playing Julian, I had a hard enough time with spells as it was. I've gotten better.
Yeah, Julian's known for jumping in and attacking stuff.
He's a gift.
I mean spell casting.
Yeah, so, and that's why we used salt, because octopuses hate salt.
It's very similar to where I'm from, so that makes sense.
Wait, aren't octopi from like the ocean?
Well, it's not.
Yeah.
Julian.
What?
This is a river.
Right.
Okay.
So
So it's obviously not the ocean.
right.
Okay.
So they're river octopi.
Oh no, we were just talking about just octopus in general, not specifically like we saw one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure octopus are from the ocean.
Okay.
I'm going with the druid on this one.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
Druid. Have you ever seen a river octopus?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
But
that's because I keep putting salt down. Thank you. Good
Ooh.
night.
See, but you go out and salt the perimeter.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, definitely.
Wait, hold on a second. Just because there's evidence of absence does not mean that those things don't
Are you a
exist.
scientist now? Am I raising a scientist?
No, you're not raising a fucking nerd. I don't have a fucking spell book.
Seems like the burden of proof is on you, my friend.
Raising?
Exactly. What are you, Julian? What are you going to say next? That the world is round? Oh my god!
Wait, no, I would never be so ridiculous as to say the world is round.
Or that the sun is a big ball of burning gases. Like, what's next? What kind of crazy stuff's going to come out of your mouth? Is this joke hour? Are you doing like a comedy show?
I thought you might enjoy it.
Oh, fine. Yeah, go. All right. You're saying absurd things. I'm here for it. What do you got for me?
Well, I mean,
You know what? You don't deserve my absurdity right now.
You know,
I'm going to bed.
it's called stand up because you're on the stand. There's the pressure.
I mean, have you seen a flaming sphere before?
Are
What
you?
does this flaming sphere have got to do with anything?
Is this leading up to you casting flaming sphere on me? Because I don't
No.
like that. Oh.
No, but it's like a ball of fire and like
It's
would you-
literally a ball of fire.
Yeah.
Fire comes from the elemental plate of fire. That's how science works, Maya.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
isn't I mean, looking at a flaming sphere and looking at the sun, they kind of look very similar.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm pretty confident it's a big ball of fire. Yeah, I mean, you know.
I mean, could
Maybe.
it be a big ball of fire and gases from the plane of elemental fire?
I guess. I mean, definitely full of hot air. Okay. All right. Yeah. You know what? Maybe you're right. All right. Well, yeah. Looks like everybody already got everything done they need to get done. So, Good night. I guess. And she goes and just sort of lays down like a fucking vampire because she doesn't have a purple tent and goes to sleep. All right. Corinna looks around. She says, oh, okay. And then she goes to sleep as well, and everybody kind of settles in for the night, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. In the morning, you're awoken to the smell of fried dough and sort of caramelized sugar. Kyra has awoken before all others and has prepared gummy bear pancakes.
Gummy bear.
And yeah, when you look at the gummy bears, they seem to be bears made of some sort of gelatinous fruit that have been put into discs of fried dough.
How'd
I'll
you
stick with
make
the plain,
this?
please.
Seems
No,
very
you
interesting.
need the gummies for energy. Yeah, see, look, I even made special sauce for it. And you see that there's a weird kind of mango-colored syrup all around it.
If there's no plain ones, Oren will just take out a ration. Eat that.
Mile will go ahead and try it.
Okay. I mean, if you like sweet things, it's still really gross. But it is very sweet.
Kyra, these are your motherly instincts coming through, trying to make sure.
Well, it's funny you mention that. This was actually my mom's favorite food that I would make for her. Everyone else said it was gross, but she always said it was really good.
All right.
Maya, how is it?
It tastes like my cooking.
Damn. Wow.
It's heartfelt coming from Maya, though.
Is it though?
Should go and take another bite.
This is a lot to process.
Wait, what?
I'll go get the rafts ready.
Well, Julian, heat up. See if you inherited your grandmother's taste.
Somehow, Julian's sort of looking around to make sure that Kyra can't hear him. He'll lean into Orin and say, somehow, I think it was probably Grandma being nice.
Oren looks down at these monstrosities. No, couldn't have been.
Well, that's the thing, is, at least how I understand it, is that sometimes if you really have strong feelings for somebody, you'll tell a little white lie just to make them happy.
Why's it gotta be little?
For you, Cebu, I saved the biggest white lies.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Towards the late afternoon, you guys will be arriving near the end of the falls. The rapids situation does become an issue. Andronikos, are you the only one with water vehicles proficiencies?
I believe so.
I think so.
Okay. 1, 2,
Can
3,
Cebu not help us
4.
navigate a safe path?
That'll definitely come in handy, but it gets real narrow and real rough. I actually have a map for this part.
Andronicus is good at those.
In the
Yeah.
interest of, I think that's everybody. We need Lorius. Okay. Blap. All right. Turns out everybody can fit on the rafts, so I don't know if you got a third raft or not. I will say that
Yeah,
So-
we specifically
don't have-
got a third raft
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of all the big peoples.
so Token Teacher is an ordery mistress, and you're gonna see a third raft here. This raft is beyond broken, It is so just ignore it. I can't even break the link to the file on this raft. It's so busted. At least I think. Oh no, you know what? I think I did actually manage to fix it. Never mind. Sweet. Man, here I'm like talking down about myself, and I went and got it fixed anyways. All right. So yeah. Yeah. So I'll bring you guys over to this map. It's a doozy. It's a big ass map. I think it's 10,000 pixels across or something. Here we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. Wow. All right.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Now, there are these three rafts here. They have token attachers set up to them. You will want to follow. Oh yeah, and they randomly turn on status effects too. It's just a fucking trip.
Well, no etiquette.
Yeah. So that was something I found in the testing that I was unable to remove. Basically, you're going to want to attach to either one of the crash test dummies or this steering wheel over here. And then that will give you a better sense. I guess I could change the crash test dummies out to look like steering wheels. I'd probably look a little bit less like you're going to crash. Hold on.
It does, but I like the crash test dummies. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they're okay. They can stay crash test dummies.
All right. So yeah, they're the ones that are controlling the movements of the rafts. So divide your dudes up amongst the rafts as you see fit, and tell me where your NPCs are going to go and how you're going to proceed.
Does it make sense for me to be on the other one or with Andronicus?
If you're helping him guide us, then probably.
If you're still doing the lead boat is guiding the other boats, and you're running a rope between the boats, then yeah, you would want to have you'd want to have you, Corinna, and Andronicus on the lead boat.
Got it. Okay.
We'll stay on the middle one.
I don't think Tycon's with us.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Tycon too.
Also, he's way too big there.
Yeah. Well, I'll stay on the middle raft, and he'll manage the rope.
It's like you guys created events that I wasn't expecting or something. Yeah.
Nobody expects mini Tycon.
Let's see.
And I do not know how to
Yeah, I don't remember how to either.
Oh,
I
okay.
have it targeted, but I don't remember what to do next.
There should be a macro. So if you go to your hotbar at the bottom.
Oh, I remember now.
Click on the little. If you don't have it already on there, click on the little folder, and then find follow target, and then you want to use that one. So target your target.
Also, place yourself on the raft in the place that you would like to spend most of your time, because once you are following, you are locked into that position until you unfollow again.
Guess I'll be right here.
All right. So Calic, do you want Calic to be like on the third raft then?
I think would we have the third raft as a just in case one of the rafts go and not have anybody on it?
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, so you just have like supplies on it with no people, or is it literally like nothing's on it? You just have it like an emergency raft.
If one of these rafts breaks, we have another raft to get on. I don't know. That makes sense.
Yeah, sounds.
So is anybody there to make sure that it doesn't crash into walls and stuff? I mean, it is.
I feel like we'd need to have somebody there to like at least pull it away.
Yeah, it's like caterpillaring behind you guys, so you want to make sure that on these tight corners it doesn't just slam into the walls. You know.
All right, Orin will go in the back.
Okay, Calic will go with Orin because Orin. She looks around to make sure Andronicus is the best fighter. So she wants to. I mean, he's literally a fighter. So
yeah. I hope so.
He is the best fighter. Andronicus is the best paladin.
There you go. Sure. Okay. Let's see. All right. So she will follow Driver.
Sorry. So I've got the macro out. So I got the follow macro. So
you have to, you as a player, double right click, I believe, is the player. Yeah, and that will target that. Nice, then you follow it. Yeah. And then when I move it around, you guys will move together. And even if we rotate it, you will rotate together.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. The magic of Foundry.
There we go.
All right. So this front boat is real crowded. Real crowded.
Is Etiquette where there with you?
Oh yeah, put Etiquette in the back. I'll put it back.
Okay. And then Hirak is already locked in. Lorius, I guess we'll hang out with Hirak. There we go. So here we go. Like, this is cool for players, but damn, for the DM, like, targeting is kind of a butt.
Yeah.
Because you can't double right click to do it,
there's-
because that already does other stuff for the DM.
Yeah, there's actually a mod that changes targeting to be like alt click or something like that.
Oh, neat. All right. Okay. So yeah, you guys continue your journey, going down the river. Let me see if I got some good river rafting music. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, this one's actually pretty chill. We'll go with this one. All right. Mm-mm. All right. So yeah, you guys are making your way down the river, but Andronikos, it is getting tight. It's getting tight here. If the overland travel was not so dangerous, if the height of these cliffs was not so high that it would be just a huge hassle to get the centaurs up there and your supplies, and I mean, obviously, if you leave the rafts, you're done. Also, the speed has increased such that the rafts are always in motion. You are essentially river rafting right now. All right. So, what I'm gonna need from you guys is for each section, you guys are gonna make your 3 checks. You, Sibo, are making navigation tools. Andronikos, you are doing water vehicles, and Corinna is doing perception.
I'm gonna relocate Julian to the middle raft. I feel like there's enough going on the lead raft.
Sure. Okay. So you target the dummy, you do stop follow, which looks like a little downward facing arrow, and then you switch. Now remember, wherever your token was when you started following, that is where you will always be in relation to what you're following. So if you're following this one to the south and it moves to the south, you will travel along with it in that way. So yeah, I apparently don't have Lorius following, so hold on. Let's see. Follow, which is a little anchor. There we go. All right. Nice.
All right, there we go.
Okay. So wherever this goes, you guys will go also, and then of course just
I think
people.
you're following the. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So give me them checks. Corinna not doing great. Not doing great. She's getting water in the eyes. She seems exceptionally nervous about all this stuff.
What checks are we making? I'm sorry.
Oh, just the 3 of them that are up front are doing the same checks you were doing before, but now they matter a heck of a lot more. This is actually covered by a mini game in the adventure. This river part where you have to navigate the river. So let's see. Okay, going to the Deadfalls. Just checking on this real quick. All right, the River Lethe descends further and faster, and then breaks into frothing rapids. The water flows and gurgles at a treacherous speed. Large, sharp rocks jut from the water, making the river even more perilous. Andronikos, as party Aquaman, you know that the water is so fucking bad that it is a DC 20 strength athletics every round, or you will be pulled under if you go into the water.
Damn.
It is
How many rounds are we doing? Do we know?
We're doing one section of the river at a time.
Okay.
Let's see those cast water breathing on all of us.
Yeah. I'm assuming you've been doing that every day. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was curious if we know how many rounds we're doing, or is it we're not supposed to know because we haven't done this before.
Oh yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you've literally been doing this for days.
Right.
Like this is the same thing you always do, but now it seems to matter a lot more.
Okay. I will be. I will be guidancing you every round, Andronicus.
Okay. Andronicos.
More to that.
Oh wow, Andronicos, you did fine. However, Sibo and Corinna did not. Oh, okay. All right, Corinna cannot because she has, NPC contract or whatever.
Right.
But you succeeded at cost out of combat. Okay, you lose one of your lowest level spell slots. Oof. Okay.
All right, that's my cantrip. Got it. No problem.
If you have no spell slots to lose, you instead take damage equal to half your level rounded up.
No, it's fine. I have a spell slot. That's fine.
All right. So unfortunately, there was still one failure on the DCs here, and therefore, lead vehicle. I'm gonna say, well, you know what? We got a D3 here. Let's see. Ooh.
Yeah.
Rearmost vehicle, as the lead raft is kind of turning this corner up ahead, you guys are going to kind of get pulled and tugged in such a manner that your raft is going to hit some sharp-ass rocks. So, as the raft hits the rocks, it is going to take 6d6 points of damage.
Ooh.
All right, there we go. And this little raft is not the reinforced one. This is this is just the one that you got.
Bang. Take 7 left.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. The raft is it takes 13 points of damage.
Nice.
All
So,
right.
question: is this raft in bouncing off the wall, like butting up against the second raft here?
There's essentially sharp rocks, and all that happened is this one drifted a little too far, and then that sharp rock basically.
Right, no. I'm not questioning like how it happened. Like, I know you hit the wall, but like with it bouncing around, is it like within reach where like Julian could reach out and like cast mending on the raft?
Ooh, this is too large of an object for mending to fix. This is a vehicle,
All right.
and would need actual, work to be put in, I guess.
Okay,
But none of the parts that were broken individually would make up enough for a mending to do the job.
Okay. I was just trying to.
No worries.
bullshit.
Yeah, it's all good. It's still got health. It's not even bloodied yet. All right. So you guys continue down the river.
Is the operative word.
Yeah.
I've got it, don't worry.
Andronicus, should I guidance Corinna instead, given that we can succeed at a cost if we need to?
Right. And then we come to this part of the river. All right. That was supposed to stop everybody and do like the zoom in and stuff. I wonder if it's because like everyone's in a vehicle. If it's like I have no idea who is hitting this thing. All right. So you enter into the next part of the river. Oh, it'd be really like crazy, Maya. What if we tried this? What if I had this driver follow this guy and this guy follows that guy?
Oh my goodness! I mean, you could go for it, but that's like.
I mean, the session's almost over, so I mean.
Yeah, you can just fix it. You can fix it.
If we break the whole world, I mean, it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah.
All right, so follow.
And if you had like one of those things you're supposed to zoom in and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
If you're the one dragging it, it doesn't do it.
Oh, okay. So if like Sibo tried to move, like it might trigger it because he's in the zone right now.
If he moved, but since he's attached to the thing, he can't move.
Oh, you're right. Okay. All right.
I guess what you could do is, if you wanted to, give us control of the test dummy and we actually move it, and then it will trigger.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
All right. Let's see. I just want to see if this will just break everything. Here we go. We have essentially made a train in Foundry.
Oh my goodness.
Other than randomly setting a hyena on fire, we're doing pretty good. All right, but how does it handle? What if I go to turn it? Is it just gonna... Oh, God. Oh.
Nice.
Okay. And then if this guy turns, what happens? Oh, I don't think he can turn, because...
He can't anymore because he's following.
Yeah. Okay, that's still pretty dope. All right. Yeah, anyways, there would be a thing that was like, hey, they got to roll a new check. Let's see. I'm hesitant to give everybody test dummy access because I have them all over the place. And if I forgot to turn it back on, it would yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
don't
so
worry
so
about
give me a new set of checks, you guys.
I will
shit.
guide Corinna instead of Andronicus.
All right. Corinna will try with guidance to do a perception check. She normally has pretty good perception. All right, yeah. Thanks to you, she makes the check, no problem. Oh yeah, beautiful. You guys make it through this particular section that has like a really precipitous drop and a lot of sharp rocks. Absolutely no problem. All right. Let's see. Put you guys right about there. Oh man, wow. Foundry. Okay. When you guys get to about there, let's see. Passives. Let's see what we got. Bloop. There we go. Okay. Man, it's a lot of peeps. Okay. No one sees this coming. Orin, you and Calic on the back. Calic, like, says, Orin, that is inappropriate. And she kind of, like, punches you in, like, the arm as you're trying to, like, you know, like, help steer the boat or whatever.
Oh shit, it's the tentacle monster!
And then she says, Orin, I said that is inappropriate.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, and then as she says that, she says, ah! And you see her being pulled towards the water.
Atticus, take the wheel. Orange in it.
As some purple tentacles pop out and grasp onto her flanks and legs in an attempt to pull her into the water. And that puts us into initiative.
Atticus, take the wheel!
Oh no, that was the basic raft, the one that didn't have the straps.
The strap. Oh, the fair maiden strap.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to be wild. How all of this is going to interact with combat and us like turning it on and off follow. Oh man, it's going to be like I'm trying to select you guys to add you into the initiative, and it's actually not letting me.
You
I think we have to unfollow.
We can enter ourselves.
Okay, yeah. So right-click on yourselves and choose the Sword and Shields to get yourselves up into that business. All right, I checked everybody's passive perception, so this creature does have the surprise round. Its surprise round was spent grappling Calic. We'll just kind of continue with everybody not surprised, or I guess we could go through the whole like, hey, it's a surprise round, and this is what happens, and you guys pass initiatives and all that kind of stuff. We can do that too.
I mean, if we
skip
win,
that,
yeah, if we win, then we can go ahead and skip it because that's what's gonna happen. If we lose, then he'll do his thing, and then we'll.
Oh shit! True.
Okay.
Let me
It all depends on what Oh, you might have problems rolling. Oh no, you got him in there.
All right, let's see what we got.
At least he's the only one that didn't get rolled.
Oh damn! All right, Calic did really good. So yeah, she'll scream to everybody like, "It's got me!" And then you'll hear from the water some gurgling bubble sounds, and then dip will travel through, and then I will say that I don't know, we'll just randomly pick somebody. We'll end with Andronicos. So Andronicos, whoever you pass to, we'll start the next round. But I think we're at time, so we'll just end with you able to choose who goes first in the combat, essentially. So Andronis, because you could pick anyone but yourself to go first in the combat, based on how things panned out in the surprise round. Does that work for everybody?
Sounds good.
Okay, sweet. All right. So yeah, you've got this river octopus plus you're still gonna need to make those checks when you hit different zones within the world. What I'll probably do.
Every round we move like a couple feet or whatever, 30 feet.
Yeah, like there's gonna be a constant movement on the rafts, irregardless of what you're doing. You could try to slow the rafts, but for the most part, the water, like, it's just moving too fast at this point. So you're kind of on like a rail shooter, I guess, where it's constantly moving while this octopus is very quickly ink jetting along, keeping pace with you, and trying to steal your ladies.
Nice.
So
I guess we can stay
We
follow
just need
to
some
the
salt, right?
yeah we need salt.
yeah.
I guess we could stay token attached, and you
Mhm.
can move us along, and then I mean there's not the rafts aren't that big, so
Yeah,
if we
we'll
wanna stay-
honestly just sort of treat it as theater of
theater
the
to
mind for
mind
this
movement,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Because that'll be a little bit easier. So we'll have this as a visual representation of how far along the river you've gone and things that might have happened. And people can fall off if the checks are bad enough. So one failed check, the ship takes, or a raft takes damage. Two failed checks, the raft takes damage, and one person falls overboard. 3, the raft takes damage twice, and 2 people fall off. So it's very important that you're making those 3 checks when you are supposed to make the checks.
Can people making those checks actually fight as well? No, I'm assuming not, right? That's
It's gonna be their action to do so. Yeah, so they can support with like bonus actions and other activities. But the idea is that they are stuck trying to steer this little choo-choo train of rafts so that it doesn't smash on the rocks.
It'd be up to Elise, Oren, me, and Julian, and Halleck and.
Yeah, so it
Calic
should be interesting how it plays out.
All right.
All right. Oh, and this creature is of course a solo monster, so you did hear the bloops of its 4 paragon actions.
Has it raised out of the water yet? Or did we just see tentacles?
You just see tentacles.
No.
Just see tentacles. Purplish tentacles, similar to what is on Calyx's miniature right now. All right. It seems to have tremendous reach with those tentacles. Tremendous reach. All right.
I hope this octopus who likes maidens sees Maya's hair and doesn't think something.
Oh yeah. All right. We'll have to find out next week.
No.
All right, but this puts you in position to, you are approaching the end of your river rafting journey, assuming you can either defeat or escape from the river octopus.
Or all drown.
Yeah,
Well, we got water breathing.
Yeah, we got water breathing, so.
Yeah, it'd be hard to drown in 5e, especially with water breathing. But we can always try.
Fingers crossed.
So I don't think I have any announcements other than we're playing on Foundry VTT, hosted on the Forge VTT, which is how we're able to do all this wild shit, like have cool autumn leaves and magical rafts that follow each other, and hyenas randomly catching on fire, and all that random cool shit. There's no one-shots, limited runs, or playtest games to my knowledge, so I think we're just back on a regular schedule. So Monday nights, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, and Sunday nights with Paradise Vales thrown in whenever. Finally got to try that Magic tabletop simulator, and it was dope. So if you haven't played Magic in a while, you want to play some Magic, tabletop simulator is like $20, I think. Hosting and multiplayer is super duper simple, and we all had a lot of fun. So that's something that is happening on the server. Anybody have any projects, one shots, or anything else that they're working on that they want to shout out?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm thinking about setting up a small Monster Hunter based
Shit.
maybe like probably like 3-shot.
Nice.
Okay.
So
okay.
I just started preparing for it, so
Mhm.
I haven't made an official put in the game listing, but I will put that in there soon.
Okay.
Probably the end of this week. So you'll see that there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made a couple Monster Hunter monsters, and my Wednesday group decided, let me just not go visit this Yeti.
That's the problem with the sandbox game.
Yeah.
Sandbox game. Yeah.
So I made all these, so I might as well use them.
You just throw it in the shoebox for later.
Yeah.
Just throw in the shoebox for later. So, all right. Yeah, the only trick is when you have repeat players in multiple games. They're like, I feel like this is the monster that I managed to skip in my other game. And it's like, be quiet. But that's why you changed the name and the token that nobody knows.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, cool. Then hope everybody has a good week, and we'll continue this next week. And I'll see you guys around the Discord.
All right, thanks for the game.
All right.
All right. Thanks for the game.